first world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first. stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Till I die.
Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Fan Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CRoM. CRoM.
Come get some.
Hey yo. Look, we have entered the final segment of CromCon 33, and we have entered what Doc calls the my ass is rebelling stage. Okay, so there may be some time when I'm off camera standing up because my ass is kind of rebelling. I've been sitting in this chair a lot. But we're going to go and power through it like we always do. We got Timothy Fling at 6, which is now, obviously. We have Sam Quinton going to come out at 6:30. Amy Good is going to be here at 7 o'clock with Doc doing the Pariah Blood and Mud preview show. All good show, because Pariah Blood and Mud's all good, right? All good. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to put the sponsor banner down there. You just saw all the videos, but there you go. Sponsor banner. We love our sponsors. They're up here. They're down there. And next to me right here, Mr. Timothy Fling. What's happening, brother?
What's up, Pops? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
It's good to see you again, man.
Thanks for inviting me.
We just hung out on the
Yeah,
show.
man. I have a great time on that show. That's for those of you that haven't seen it yet. It's called The Show Offs, and we feature all kinds of undiscovered books. And most of you know that we are comic book collectors, and it's a very fun hobby. And if you want to tune in, you're going to get to see, some books that you've heard of, some books that you've definitely never heard of. You're also right, and you're going to be able to see also some indie creators. We've been taking a look at some of what we call the Kickstarter creators, and some of them are pretty well known, some are a little bit more obscure, but we're fortunate to say, both for Pops and myself, some of them are friends of ours, and it's our way to show them a little.
The
crowdfunding crowd.
The crowdfunding. I mean, some of them are right up there. It's the crowdfunding crowd. Look, any way you can help people to achieve their dream, it's, you get that little bit of feel good, whatever. What is it? Brian calls it that dopamine hit, man.
Yeah, right. You gotta have that hit.
Look, I like feeling good about helping people.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man.
I'm not going to apologize for feeling good about helping people. I don't, everybody wants you to bow down for whatever stupid reason all the time to everything. And it's like, man, just have fun, Just have fun.
Well, and the great thing is, and I know this is true for your case too, we're actually friends with a good amount of these people. And, in my case, everybody's a little different, right? Yeah. I'm a creator myself, but I wanted to try to give a little something back. And most of the time you see me, I'm promoting my own stuff. So I wanted to try and promote some other people's projects. Right. And you and I talked about this in the sense that, you know, sometimes it's, for those that are viewers, man, it's very easy to promote independent creators. Anything, you can like something, you can share it, you can put it out on social media, or even chime in the comments if you're so inclined. In my case, you know, I don't think I do as well with the shares and stuff because I don't have that many followers yet. I got a few, but you know, we have had some success with our show on the Madness, which is also now I'm one of the affiliates for the Holden's 11 show. And it's, you know, Pops, your words came true, man. It started growing almost right away. Subscribers went up, views went up. So if you are a creator or a fan even, and you want to talk about something cool, you know, send me a message. I'd love to talk to you. And, you know, as we said in the earlier show, and I think this is part of the fun, if you're a little bit crazy, man, you got some kooky opinions, those are the people that are interesting to me, right? We're all a little bit crazy. So feel free to reach out. I'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah. And it is, he has a different kind of format. It's pretty cool, you know. It's different than any other format on the show where they pick a topic and then they go through their top 11 choices or whatever. We don't have anything like that. And it's not one of those things where they argue about it. It's just they talk about what they love.
Correct.
You know, it's
that's
like
exactly
the other
the way
guy
to put
doesn't
it.
go, oh, that sucks, man. You know what I mean? It's like,
and yeah, thanks for saying it, Pops. That's exactly right. And if you're the type that said something like, well, hey, I think it's this answer, man, chime in because your answer is welcome. It is not a thing where there are no wrong answers on Holden's 11. If you love something, man, chime in. Usually what we say is if you've seen the shows, oh, man, you're right. I forgot about that one. And, you know, you get some of the best answers.
And that's going to happen with any list because there's always going to be a top 100.
Right. Yeah.
And somebody's 99 is somebody else's 2, right?
2, right. Yeah. And, you know, we always say this too. It's not, what we do is we go through ones that would kind of be fun to talk about. They're not necessarily like, say, for example, we did the top sci-fi movies. Well, it's maybe not the most popular movie or maybe the best blockbuster movie, but maybe it's one that somebody didn't talk about too much or one that we thought had a cool movie poster. It's always something a little different, you know?
What is your favorite sci-fi movie? Let's say of the 80s. Let's just go 80s.
You know, I will tell you, I lean a little bit toward the older sci-fi movies. And, you know, my years, of course, are really through the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And this came up on the show. And I'll tell you, one of my all-time favorites, and I think this was 76, actually, so maybe it's a little too old, but it was a movie called Silent Running. And it had a guy by the name of Bruce Dern. You remember this one?
Yeah.
And how that one came up, it was the robot sidekicks. It had the 3 robots, which were sort of like midget robots. You know, they were very short, and they didn't have any lines or anything, but they had these great personalities. And what they were trying to do was to save plants from going extinct. Was the plot of the movie.
Mine is a movie called She. It came out in the 80s. 83 or 84, something like that. I can't even remember the people who starred in it, but it was still to this day been my, you know, as far as that 80s era, that one was like, I loved it. You know, it was the apocalyptic type. I thought it was better than the Mad Maxes and, you know, the ones that got all the attention.
Right.
But if you look like in the top 10 sci-fi movies for the 80s, it's in, I mean, if you look at the top 100, it's in the top 10 according to, you know, a couple of the sites that do
I'll check that out. That, you know, and that's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for, right? Like I always say, well, by the way, that was the theme of our list. It was the top 11 that are not Star Wars. And here's the reason why. I love Star Wars, but they tend to always dominate these lists, and you don't get any of the other any of the other great ones that might be a little lesser known.
Actually, I don't even think I don't even know if Jedi made it into that list in the top 10. I don't remember, but I know mine was in there. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool because it's not one that you see. Nobody talks about. It's not, you know, it's not one of the big movies, but it obviously has a good fan following and people like it, because how would it be number 9 on the top 100?
We talked the other night about one that sort of got forgotten about a little bit, and this is a great movie from right about that same time period, which was Close Encounters. And that's a movie you go back and watch it again, and it holds up great.
That movie's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, Dreyfuss is a bit of a acquired taste.
Yeah, putting it mildly.
And I don't mean him himself or whatever. Just as an actor, he always came off to me like a hobbit.
Yeah. He's a little kooky.
Like in The Fellowship, he was the hobbit. It's like
he's always kind of that nerdy, slightly effeminate character. Remember, I guess in those days he was friends with Spielberg too, because he was also in Jaws.
Yeah. That's where, that's actually where, didn't Jaws come before Star Wars?
I guess it did. Yeah, Jaws.
Yeah, I think it did. And that's where my first impressions of Dreyfuss came from. And it's not that he didn't do a great job in that movie. He was just the wimpy guy in that movie.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And the wimpy guy is never the hero.
Yeah.
So you didn't get a love for dude like you got a love for Sheriff Brody.
Right. Yeah. He was
right?
Dreyfuss was the oceanologist, or what do you call it? The marine biologist Hooper.
Yeah.
And I think in the book he might even have been killed, but in the movie he survived.
Yeah. But it's it's just like you didn't get a love for Richard Dreyfuss, but even kind of in Encounters, it's like he's still kind of like one of those guys that just kind of knelt to what was going on and went along with it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'd be up there on that mountain with a scope.
Right. Well, in the Jaws movies, again, this is one man's opinion, right? But they started out so great. I love the first one, and then they kind of went downhill in 2, 3, and I guess it was actually 4. And even in the 4th one, remember the shark was following the family around while they were on vacation. It was like, come on, the shark did everything except drive a motorcycle.
Yeah, it just it was. But I mean, come on, it was Jaws. After the first one, there's no way they could ever beat the head popping out of the hole in the boat scene.
Yeah, man, great point. And this is exactly the kind of thing we talk about on the show, right? You have these sort of moments in movies, and here it is, Pops. That's almost 50 years later, and we can still remember it vividly.
Oh,
I was a kid, I saw that when I was a kid, and it was so scary.
I'll tell you why I remember it vividly. It was this rather large lady, a couple rows up over to the left, big old bag of Jack in the Box tacos. She just chomping away on these tacos while waiting for the movie to start. Right? And when the head popped out the boat, tacos came back.
Sure.
That whole theater reeked.
Atrocity Press, what's up? Is that Max?
Yeah, it's Max.
How you doing, Max?
What's up, Max? Look, dude, you want to come in, you can. We're gonna have Sam out here in a little bit. Timothy, this is your chance to shine about your own stuff, though.
All right, man, that's great. I did save some things to show.
It was nice talking about the show, and we'll make sure everybody knows every time we're getting ready to put one on and whatnot. Thursday night at 9:30. That's gonna be Timothy's time slot. And
perfect. And the one thing I want to show you guys, I will show you. We've been working on a couple of things, and Pop saw the first 2 of these, but I will show all 4 of them this time. What they are is I've been looking for some new, what you'd call Kickstarter rewards that are something that was a little bit different than what everybody else was doing. And in this case, one of the things that we're going to offer, they are laser engraved etchings on wood. And I'll give you a little bit of a preview of what they're going to look like. These will be available for all the covers that we do, but I got samples to show tonight. And most of you guys know me a little bit already. I write a science fiction series called Water Wars 2288. Matter of fact, you can see it behind me there. But here's the thing. This guy that I met, the company is called Nerdables, if you'd like to check it out. And they can do Nerdables. And they can do album covers. They can do, honestly, any artwork or photograph you have, they can do this very high definition. They look amazing. And here's one of the samples, which you see there. Yeah, right. Look at that. And it's got a little bit of a shine too, if you can see. It's sort of like what you and I would call a stain on the wood.
That's awesome, dude.
Isn't that cool?
That's a piece of wood, Max.
It's actually a piece of wood.
That's
How you doing,
badass.
Max?
Good.
Isn't
How are
that cool?
you?
Put that back up there. Put that
Oh, yeah,
back
here we
up
go.
there. Let's get a good look at that. Yeah.
That's the cover.
That's the cover.
It's
That's
a
number
wood.
one.
It's etched wood
Yeah.
on one of the covers
Yeah.
of the book. Dude.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And by the way, the guy also does 3D printing, and he does coins, or he does metal engravings. This is the first thing that I tried, and I've been very satisfied with it. So you're going to see this turn up during the launch of my next Kickstarter.
Damn.
Before I go too far into this, one thing I want to quick say congrats to Max on the successes of his book. Hey, we are both Antarctic chapter mates now.
Yeah, we certainly are. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so that is a great group, and Ben's been terrific to me. That's I think my fourth one over there. It's just getting ready to come out. The Hunch. Well, as a matter of fact, I got an etching for that one. So this is the book.
How would that look as an etching, guys?
It would look amazing, and I tell you, I will send you the guy's information. Pops, the guy is super cool. He even does this thing where he doesn't charge you for the first one. It's under a customer satisfaction thing.
Awesome.
I'd be more interested in working a promotion for a piece thing. You know, sponsorship type deal. Something like you never we talk.
So if you're the type to be a comic collector, as all of us are, I have my other book, which is The Hunchback of Theological Quadrant 19. You can actually see him, right? He's that guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that one is going to be released here by Antarctic Press. It's actually in FOC now for ordering. It's in the current previews catalog. And that'll be in Planet Comics 19, which is great because 19 is in the title, so it all worked out. And even better, I got a wood etching for that. And take a look at how that one came out. That is just amazing. And it's got the text on there. Some legends never die. They just go offline.
There you go.
Yeah. And you can see the details of it. And what I did in this case, Pops, and every person's a little bit different, but that I sent the black and white line art. There is a color version and there's a color version and a black and white version. This is one man's opinion. I think the black and white ones render better onto the wood.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Max, what were you holding up, buddy? What was that?
This issue of previews.
Oh, if that's I think I'm in the February one. Or I might be in the March one, but I'm sure I'm in the February one.
Yeah, they come out every week. I got this one too.
Yeah, I'm in that one under Antarctic. I tell you, that's one thing, and I'm sure Max is the same. I never get tired of seeing my name in the previews catalog. And this one, it's just a very small one for this one. But on the other hand, I am in there.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and I guess my year's off to a pretty good start because I got, of course, I'm a publisher myself. That happened to me accidentally, as I'm fond of saying. But I also, after I publish the books, I submit them. So I got one coming out here with Orange Cone. That is the... it's Water Wars 5 is what it is, and that's like a 1950s sci-fi story, and that's going to be part of an anthology. Then I got The Hunchback coming out right after that, which is in the February previews catalog. And then I also have the re-release of the Cthulhu is Hard to Spell short story, which is going to be in Russell Noelty's new anthology. It's being re-released this year. It's a bunch of creators. It's like 75 different creators. My contribution was a 6-page short story. And like always, I'm the sci-fi guy. So what they are is they're Lovecraft stories with different influences, and mine is kind of the sci-fi one.
Did you say you're in Exciting Comics?
Planet. I'm Planet Comics.
Planet Comics, okay. Planet Comics.
See,
Hunchback by Timothy B Fling.
Yeah. Max, you mind holding it up there? You can show the... Yeah, there you go, man. Planet Comics 19. Don't miss it. And for those of you that aren't, it looks great, man. That's the color version you see there. And by the way, that was my first Kickstarter I ever did. And if you're not too familiar with the stories that we make, that was what they call a silent story or a wordless story. It's the whole story is told only with robotic sound effects, clicks and buzzes. And it's a pretty emotional story. I think you might dig it. And you guys familiar with the wordless stories? Do you like those?
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah. And it's something, it's like one of those visuals, right? If you miss something, you just page back and you look at it all through the art.
Reminds me of heavy metal, like with Tarna, stuff like that.
Yeah, by the way, I'm a huge fan of that mag. So I got one more. Nobody told me to stop, so I'll keep going. So what we're going to see now is some of the artwork.
Dude, this is your time. You keep going.
You got it, man. You got it. So I got some good stuff. So the next one, the other book, and these are all part of an ongoing series called The Water Wars Chronicles. This one is for Lost at Sea. And there you have the sea captain there and the striking lightning, right?
Nice.
And that really came out cool.
Yeah, that is super awesome.
Yeah. And these will be available on our Kickstarter. I guess what I'll probably do is make this a tier where you can get the cover of your choice, and maybe it comes with a set of 4 covers or something like that. And my guess is it'd probably be about a $40 tier, like it'd be one of the higher ones.
Look, let me ask you a question. You think you could send dude my way and tell him that what I do is promote things like that, and we'll just talk to all these creators about those as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's definitely something I want to get that guy's information.
See what I'm saying? It's like we could be helping dude out. I mean, I don't know how long it takes him to do these or anything.
It was about a week. It was about a week till I had it in my hands.
I
So
mean,
it's a fast turnaround.
I don't want to have 50 people hit him up at once and like swamp him, but it's like it is definitely something that some people would be interested in. Like Carissa, I'm sure she'd be wanting.
Yeah, very much.
Laurie,
so, very much so.
Laurie would probably want something like that for Path of the Pale Rider on wood.
Yeah, and the guy's really cool too. He's one of these guys who like he does a lot of things. He does gun engraving and this and that, and he has a YouTube channel about guns.
This is what I'm saying. It's like people like Brian, people like Matt who have those Western comics, a wanted
Six-Gun Gorilla
or something. Yeah, a wanted poster on wood.
Oh yeah.
Look, there's some of these people would really be interested in that. So let's see if we can help network dude out to the masses.
And by the way, the pricing was very reasonable. I thought the cost of them is something like $20.
Yeah, let's see if we can get you some business.
Get him some business and get that cost up for him so he can make some more money.
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing that's cool about this guy. Like I say, his company is called Nerdables, right? And so I go on a Zoom chat with this fella, and I knew he was in the gun business and this kind of thing. Well, behind him, he's got all these action figures and whatnot, and they're all comics. And he goes, Tim, let me tell you. He goes, I looked through your stuff. Look, here's the answer. I want to work with you. Just tell me what I need to do. And he wants to get into the comic business, right? And it's like Pops was saying, you start to have great people around you and great things start to happen. So I will send the information over to you and we'll drum some business up for this fella.
Yeah, let's help this guy out because I like it. It's good looking stuff. Art, guys. It's what we do, right?
Yeah,
it's what we promote. It's what you guys do, not me, but you know what I'm saying. It's all about, look, Max is over here. Max gets it. Drop your links, people. If you're watching, you got a wrench. Drop that freaking link so that people know what you got going on. And hold on, everybody. Damn, I was going to play your intro, Doc. Damn.
Hey, here's Doc. What's up, buddy?
So just sit right down. Relax.
So just sit right down. There you go. There you go.
Give it to me straight, Doctor. I can take
now,
it.
I'm not going to make Sam. I'm not going to make Sam sit in the background until 6:30, but we're not going to take away from Tim's time. But Sam might have questions for Tim. You never know.
Yeah, bring him in.
What's up, Sam?
Sam, how you doing?
Hey guys, caught me drinking.
What's going on, Sam?
That was the plan.
Devill, the one and only. I see Doc up there too. What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. Good to see you, bud.
Well, I'll show one more and then we can talk about it. And so this is my next Kickstarter and it's coming up. And the first thing I'll disclose to the group, I'm a little bit nervous about it, right? And here's why. I'm already a little bit known for these other titles. I got 2 successful other titles, 3 technically if you count Socket. But we're going to start something new. And what it is, it's an ongoing series. It's 4 issues. It's 106 pages total. And each one ends with a twist, each issue, okay? And what it is a cryptid-based science fiction title. And it's called Call of the Cryptid. And the synopsis of it is, after an alien encounter, a young girl gains the ability to communicate with cryptids.
Nice.
And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And what it does, if you are a fan of the type of writing like It's framed in the style of like a Twilight Zone episode. And what I mean by that is you read through and you go, oh, so I know what's going to happen. The deal is it is not what you think is going to happen. And the last page is always a twist and a cliffhanger. And then you got to get the next one. And they're what I call reimaginings of the cryptids. And I'll just give the first one. I won't give too much away. But say, for example, the reveal in the first one is Bigfoot, right? But he's an intelligent Bigfoot. He can speak. He has lines. And he wears these goggles for when he travels between the dimensions. So he's a little bit of a sci-fi Bigfoot, and he's a character, right? And I guess it's okay. I won't give too much away, but the twist is he's not the bad guy. In fact, he's on our side. So the cover of it in the etching looks a little bit like this.
Really
There you go. Yeah. So you got the hero. I'm trying to. It looks better without the shadows. Yeah. You got the Mothman.
Mothman. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. And essentially the way it works, yes, it looks better if you get the light shining on. I don't know if you can see that, but they kind of shimmer a little bit.
You can see.
Yeah.
I love it. Those look great, Tim.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much. And like I say, I'm a little bit nervous about this project. And the idea is same as my other projects. We're going to release it in the Kickstarter format. It is episodic. But the idea is then once it's released, it is a graphic novel, all 4 volumes together. And then, of course, we try and find a publisher, which I've been having some success with landing with a publisher. My next one, I got these just today. Now, Doc already saw these, but I also been doing the printable hollow foils. And if you like to see some printable hollow foil, they look like that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that's the Water Wars book. And you can see it's got like a shimmer to it. And if you see it in the sunlight, man, it really is impressive. And by the way, for us comic collectors, that is also an homage cover based on the famous Fireside Marvel trade paperback, Bring on the Bad Guys.
Nice.
Yeah, and but basically what this shows you here is all the bad guys from the Water Wars universe, all your villains.
Nice.
So we're experimenting a little bit with the CRoM and, the various accessories that you get with your CRoM. I got one other one. I'll show you this too. And this one is what they call a CRoM enhanced logo. It's regular art, but you can see the characters and the logo are CRoM. You see how it's like reflecting a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So that's got the CRoM enhanced. But man, great job on that cover. I'm very satisfied with how that came out. And that, by the way, that's on the way to the backers right now. We're in the second week or so fulfillment. That is Water Wars 2288 Volume 4. So there's 4 issues of that released. Number 5 is just about finished. But in between when this happens, that's when you're going to see this Call of the Cryptid book. And I hope I can drum up a little support for that because it's something different for me.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a problem selling something like that. We'll just have you out on the horror club.
Nice. Yeah, I would love to, man.
We'll do a
we'll do it. Yeah.
We'll do a
that stuff sells itself, man.
We'll do one of those cryptid movies.
Yeah.
We'll cover a cryptid movie. We'll talk about your cryptid book. And look,
we just did our.
I'm not going to lie. Last night during CromCon, we had the horror movie club, and the horror movie club it's like Brian had 100 views over there. We had half that.
Dude, have him do the Legend of Boggy Creek.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love that movie. And we just did an episode, I'm also running this YouTube channel over there. That's Holden's 11. And what's going on, we just finished our cryptid episode. That's with Sean Barbour, if you know him. He just finished his Kickstarter. Heck of a nice guy. And we're just talking about cryptids, and that thing's over 200 views after 3 days.
Oh, wow.
So starting to get a little bit of traction on the YouTube channel. A friendly reminder, I don't have too much interest in being a YouTube personality. It's one of those things that's kind of happening, but I'm trying to get people to notice my books. You see, at the end of the day, I'm a writer.
Right.
Yeah, and we're turning him into a video editor and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I hope you don't mind me saying, at the beginning, I just wanted to be a writer, right? Well, then you become a writer, and then you become a publisher, and then you become a Kickstarter creator, and then you become a YouTube creator, and now, of course, on this podcast. Now I got this live show on Thursday, and I'm going to be editing videos. So who knows what's happening next? Maybe I'll become a dancer. I don't know.
I don't know. Pops keeps trying to get me to do a show, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. I've got too much shit going
what I'm
on.
trying to do is get him and his partner Johnny to do a show out of their comic book store. Okay, where Johnny can show the stuff he has up behind the wall, the nice stuff he's got for sale, maybe highlight something, talk about the decent, whatever's decent in the new releases. You know what I'm saying? Give Johnny a chance to get some scene and some promotion for his comic book store.
Yeah, I'll see if he's got time for it. I don't have time. I got too many. I got games going on. I've got publishing to do. I've got.
You ain't started being busy yet. Just wait.
And I'll quick throw it out there. I don't want to cut on anybody's time, but my thing that I like, and actually, Doc, you already know this, and I got you slated next. But so, hey, we're running this YouTube channel, and I also do a live show now on Thursday nights. It's 9:30 Eastern time on the Madness. So if you have a project that you'd like to talk about or something you want to promote, I would love to talk to you, especially if you have a topic that's interesting. The ones that are coming up, we got conspiracy theories is coming up. The top 11 twist endings in movies, and the top 11 missing persons cases. So if you're an expert on any of those, just send me a DM. And of course, I got Doc up on the horizon here for the top 11 metal guitar solos, which can't wait for that, man.
Okay. The top 11 missing persons, there has to be at least one Bermuda Triangle story.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you how it came up. You guys know Rodney Fike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Rodney. He'll be released Wednesday. It's the top 11 UFO sightings. And what came up was the Flight 19, which is the missing airplanes. Yeah. So he said, hey, man, we got to do one that's strictly about missing persons, Bermuda Triangle. So I already started writing it. It'll be ready in about a week.
See, great minds. That's why we wanted to bring you to the madness, bro. Look,
hey, I'm having a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate everything.
It's all about variety. Like Doc knows, I don't want every show to be the same. We have all different kinds of stuff. We got gaming shows, like Max runs a gaming show. We got shield shows, we got talk shows, we got the con. We got everything happening.
Morning drive time shows.
Something for everybody. I have a heck of a great time on the coffee show with Doc, so I'll tell you that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like we got all different kinds of stuff now, and that's what I wanted. That was what I was envisioning. I didn't want every show to look the same. Gotcha. So we appreciate you guys, man.
Why is Doc's cigarette white?
We got Lucky Strikes yesterday, remember? When we went to the store?
I had to give my lungs a break for my little cigars.
Timothy, you are welcome to hang out. But
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I got to eat something real quick, so I'm going to drop out. I'll turn the mic over to our next guest. I'm going to eat something, but I'm going to come back then if that's cool.
Yeah, we're definitely going to start the final panel after Amy's show.
I'd love to.
Doc's
just a quick comment.
Doc's going to be the guest on Amy's show, so but right now we have longtime friend of the madness. Mr. Sam Quinton.
Gentlemen, how's it going?
Look, guys, this guy puts in the work. He's put in the work since the first time I met him. Kind of one of the people inspiring me to always keep pushing forward with the vision that we have, and always a good partner with what we're trying to do.
Shit, do you know how long it took me to get him to level out those fucking posters behind him? Doing the work.
6 months, wasn't it?
Yeah, and now he's got another poster he's got to line up with there.
Yeah, well, I don't have enough room, man. I don't have enough room for the kitty when I'm trying to get it situated with it somewhere else.
And just a damn handsome individual.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Ladies, I'm just saying, we got the beefcake for you.
I don't know. I think my strongest appeal is that I can cook.
There you go.
What's up, Woody?
Yep. Woody, what's up, man?
I tell you, Sam looks weird when he shaves his beard.
We are definitely going to have
weird when you shave.
I look weird when I shave.
Yeah, you definitely do. Yeah, he does. Because he shaved just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago. I was all clean shaven.
Yeah, you looked weird as fuck.
That's just because you're not used to seeing me clean shaved now.
I love those reaction videos.
First time you met me, I was high and tight and skin tight.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
Those reaction videos where the little toddler sees their daddy without the beard for the first time. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! One little girl just freaks out, and starts slapping him. No, you're not my daddy.
You with the fur on his face.
Hard to believe we're up to CRoM Con 33, isn't it?
Dude, telling you, it's. I was gonna say though, after Amy's show at 8:00, we are gonna throw this thing open and have us just a final panel, whatever, whoever wants to come out, be cool, be respectful of each other, and have fun, So after Amy's show, and Amy's welcome to stay out there too. Anybody who wants to hang out, So 7:00, we're gonna do Amy's show. Have you talked to Anthony, Doc?
I've tried to. I haven't been able to get a hold of him today. I'm pretty sure that, knowing Anthony, he's been burning the candle at both ends, so he is probably crashed out on his couch. He's got one campaign live. We're about to launch. He's working on his own book. He's inking somebody else's, plus working his full-time job. So he's a hard one to get.
That sounds familiar. That sounds real familiar.
I
think we're all living the same life, just in different under different titles.
Yeah.
We've got
Sam,
one campaign live, one running crowdfunder social media store, 5 books in production right now, plus the RPG stuff, single dad and day job, all wrapped up into one.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Plus, trying to keep up with everything Max is doing and everyone else. So
it's not like we work or anything in this industry,
Yeah.
All you do is draw little books.
I don't draw. I can't do that. So I pay really great people to draw really great things. Which reminds me, Doc, I got something to show you guys.
All right.
What's coming next month?
Bring it.
For Rain.
You're not scaring me.
We'll tease this out real quick because we got other stuff to do too. But this gentleman, and this is only I posted this once. Didn't get a lot of views because I posted at a weird time, with my bad. But as soon as I can get the screen to load it, this is one of the covers for Reign of Ages issue 3. Artist is Aishagul Senev.
All right, here we go. Holy cow.
Yep.
Look at that.
And there are 2 versions of this cover. The one we have here, which is safe for work, kind of. And then the NSFW, where we lose the dress.
That's a beautiful piece of work. Beautiful.
Did a fantastic job. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Detail.
I like that.
Detail on this is really incredible. Look at that.
Yeah, it is.
You can zoom in and see things.
Yep.
Now, can we see the other one?
Not on this show.
Max, comb your perv, buddy. Comb your perv.
I want to save that for the reveal on the Kickstarter.
That's a magnificent piece of work right there.
And of course, that's the cover for Tibby and Her Time Traveling Psychedelic Mushrooms, written by me and illustrated by Damian Dimitri Torres. That's his cover, one of 2 covers he's doing. And he's doing the interior work, and the interior coloring is going to be done by Nick Capone.
That is one of the best pieces of art I have seen since Mike Grell was doing covers.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
She's just trying to take a bath, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex got to come after her ass.
Yeah, freaking stupid dinosaur. Leave the lady alone.
I tell you, wait till you guys get
it. Could just be the mushroom.
Wait till you guys get to bite into that series. I think you're going to like it.
Nice.
We're getting a really cool sticker from our own Pete Vasquez. So we're going to have a neat little psychedelic mushroom sticker. And then, of course, we've got some of these that we've been sending out.
Hold on a second there, buddy. I got it, Pops.
A little holographic version of it in sticker form.
Beautiful.
Isn't that fantastic?
Beautiful work. I would love to see the pre-colored drawing. Do you still have that?
Well, that's funny because it's going to be up for sale at the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention.
Look at that.
That's the original.
Look at that. That is freaking badass. Look, you tell your artist that he's a steely-eyed missile man.
I don't want him to get too confident. I'm already paying him pretty well.
I hear you. That's awesome.
But that's the point, right? You pay good people. You pay all your people really well, especially when they
pay them what they're
good
worth.
About hitting deadlines.
Yeah.
Damien's fantastic about reaching deadlines with top quality. So, nothing but good to say about him.
You just pay them what they're worth, baby, and you get the product.
Pay them as much as we possibly can. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone wants the original,
$10.
The first cover of Tibian Time Traveling Psychedelic Mushrooms, the original art by Damien Dimitri Torres, we have a $1,000 price tag on it.
What size is that?
That is 11 by 17.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, man. That looks great, Sam. As always, I mean, you don't put out anything that's not first rate, brother.
This is try, and that's a great segue too, Doc, because we're live on Kickstarter, and we have our ongoing social media campaign thing, our social media store campaign on Crowdfunder. Actually, just packaged 12 books for one order off of Crowdfunder today, so that was fun. And get to finish getting that together and shipped out. It'll go out. The order came in this morning. It'll ship tomorrow morning, and they should have it by Wednesday.
Fantastic, man. That's just beautiful stuff.
So that's been pretty sweet. But one thing we're getting close to on is we're funded on, but we're almost done. We got about 50 hours, I think, left. Is on the first series that I published that I myself didn't write. I'm actually editing and publishing this. Gentlemen, I give you Necroholic issues 1 and 2 by Brian Lee with edits
100 backers even. Good number.
Yep. We've been up and down from 99 to 100 3 different times today.
Golly.
It's been a heck of a day. Huge thanks to Jimmy Palmiotti for coming out and backing. That definitely brought in some folks for us. So thanks, Jimmy. We appreciate it. But just gorgeous work. This is the main cover by Brian, who's of course doing all the interior art, coloring, and lettering as well. Our Virgin variant from Kendall Gates, which has a little more of that femme fatale edge to it. And then this is kind of that drunken perspective cover from Deus Ex Glyphic, where you get just kind of these neat different perceptions in depth and contrast that just really do give you a fun feeling like you're tumbling forward after a keg stand. But just gorgeous art on the interior. Now, I know that a lot of people, get critical, but we did pay a lot of attention to the details on these red suitcases, right? So you can tell that even the characters in the book are really appreciating it.
Excuse me.
That red suitcase rolls all over town. Everyone keeps a close eye on it.
All right, drop me that link. Drop me that link, Sam.
I can do that. Let me go up here and grab it real quick.
Bless you, Doc. Well, thank you.
Bless you, Doc.
I sneezed my full head off.
There we go.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
But yeah, issue 1 and 2. Issue 1's done and printed. We fulfilled that real quick last time. And as a little extra step for it, what we have here, gentlemen, is the preview of the print file from our printer at Mix'em.
Nice.
You can see just how smooth this comes out.
Look at that.
And then let me back this up just a little bit. We'll just draw some attention on what this book is looking like. So there's a lot of attention to detail here, as you can see.
I love the quirky characters.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. Olivia and Esther, both just great contrast to one another. Fantastically well put together. And the panel dynamics are really nicely constructed. Pacing on it's really well done. He even did the lettering because Brian actually letters 47 Furious Tales for me as well. So we're keeping we're trying to keep as many people working as possible to help our artists be artists.
47 Furious Tales. Was that Quaff that drew that, or?
No, that's Alexia.
That's Alexia Veldhausen.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My bad.
Alexia Veldhausen. She was just absolutely tremendous. She's going to. We're going to finish up the editorial on issue 4. The editing on issue 4. Probably the week after next, because this coming week we're going to be finishing up the editing on Tibby, so we can get our first few pages into production, because Tibby is going to go to Kickstarter in April. And in March, we are going to Kickstarter with Reign of Ages issue 3. And then we have in April, we have Tibby and Her Time Traveling Psychedelic Mushrooms 1. And then in May or maybe in June, we'll have 47 Furious Tales issue 4. And then we're going to be pushing out our fulfillment a little bit to give our printers a little extra time, give our artists a little time to finish up everything, and should be fulfilling stuff August, September, October, and November. And then in August, we will have Return of the King, Red Claw Return of the King by Christian Martinez. And then we should be seeing Reign of Ages issue 4. And then we've got a couple RPG titles that'll be coming out to Kickstarter as well.
Cool.
But something you haven't seen yet, only seen by a handful of people, is a little piece of news that not a lot of people heard. We announced it a couple of days ago on one stream, but this is going to be, the first time the whole madness is hearing this. Snow Publishing is going to be publishing its very first manga by a well-known contributor on a lot of our other books, Paul Walcott, who is releasing his American-made manga, Ninth Degree, through Sonoma Publishing. Now, this is not the final art. We're using this for a test print of the paper stock and everything that we're looking at. But this is the work in progress pages for the first couple of pages that he's done. There's actually 30-something pages here, but I don't want to give anything away.
Right.
Just absolutely tremendously strong in all of his art, like he always has been. And so to give everyone peace of mind, I did not write this, so I'm not the person who decided to draw 10,000 individual people.
Yeah, that's what I gave you shit about.
But if you look, even when you zoom in, you can see how he alludes to all the cell phones in everyone's hands throughout the audience.
Yeah. I like it. It's a concert, something, right?
Yep.
Or octagon fight or something.
It's fight, yeah.
Good stuff.
But yeah, we've been really, really busy, crazy busy. Trying to make the best books we can and get them on out. And then doing the whole thing we've been doing since 2019, Pops. Selling books at on shops and in shops and shipping stuff out to be on spinner racks and talking with the guys at Mood Code to see if we can get them to sponsor Tibby, and if not, we got a couple other people we're talking to. So just
so give everybody a little clue as to the amount of work that you actually put in trying to get your books on shelves in stores and talking to different small
So for stores, I typically try to call 5 a day. My current workload has been about 3. But I try to call and talk to 5 different comic shop owners and bookstore owners a day.
Every day, guys.
You get a lot of rejections, and then every once in a while you get a yes. And so we're at 38 stores. We were at 39, but unfortunately, Gotham Underground in New Jersey has closed operation. But when they may be opening another store in another state. So if they do, we'll be supplying them with Sonoma books as well.
Have you talked to Fergal at Gotham Nights?
At where?
Gotham Nights up here in Michigan. He was on Laurie's show a couple weeks ago. He was on RJ.
No, I don't think he's on my list. I'll have to get that information. But then, we do that.
He's a friend of the madness, so you'll probably
be able to talk 5 days a week. 5 days a week we're on the phone. Usually while I'm on lunch or right after I get off of work. And then on top of that, of course, handling the social media stuff, we do sales on different live streams. So we've been on with Henri. We've sold a lot of stuff with the Nunneley Comics channel. We've been on, good Lord, who else have we been on? Like everyone who will have us, basically. We've been on with Shay and with JD and,
everybody.
Neff and everybody,
But see, now, Sam, where before we used to have a choice between CromCon and Monday Madness, now we got a whole bunch of shows that be different people you can talk to beyond the shows.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's handy to be on, and we've been selling like original art from different books that we had on. Interesting too, in March here in a couple of weeks, we'll be launching the crowdfunder Sinopa Art Gallery, and what we're going to do for that is we're going to offer original pages that I own, but we're also going to be selling original pages for our artists so that they have another avenue to move those original pieces. So it's Acme Comics in Peoria, Illinois. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Shoot me. I'll write that down. Don't shoot me anything. I'll write that. Acme Comics.
Dawn's driving. She's not writing it. American. I don't. Does who get shout outs on the radio? I know that our local comic store here, Buy Me Toys, has TV commercials and all kinds of stuff for there, but they don't have a big indie selection. It's mostly like the big, the Image, the stuff you can pull out of Diamond or whatever. That's what they have on their show.
Well,
Don, we don't want you risking your life for a text.
It's taken
Gotham Knights. Yeah, he probably pays for a radio ad. He probably does.
Pops, it's taken a few years since 47 Furious Tales issue 1 came out. But, back in October, I think it was, we finally passed 2,000 print copies sold. And we've been past 5,000 digital sold on that issue. So
amazing.
We're really, really working.
That's great milestone, bro.
That's without going through a distributor other than Comics Mainstream. Comic Mainstream has done a lot with selling stuff on Spinner Rack for us. So
yeah, Comics Mainstream is the one I tell you guys about. That
Adam Watson, Comics Mainstream distribution in Oregon. Yep.
Spinner racks in the dispensaries and places like that, guys.
I sell a lot. We get pretty good sale numbers through them. Every month I get. Every month I'm getting paid from sales. So
no, he's not somebody that's going to wait on your Kickstarter. You got to have printed books to send him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You got to have product to send him. You got to talk to him and be able to keep up with when he needs more, right? I mean, when he says, "Hey, I'm out. I need more," you got to have more for him. You don't just say, "Oh,
you can't sell books he doesn't have." So you got to make sure you can get those out there.
Yeah.
So you definitely look really long and hard at your print volumes and what you're producing.
Yeah, that station. I can't remember what it's called, but that is the station. Yes.
Economy of scale is important.
Advertising, networking, all this stuff is so important.
Yes. I'll tell you, what's been a lot of help is you'll find ads for Sinopa Comics in the back of Trust and Press books. That's done a lot for us.
Yeah.
You find it in the back of Niobe books. That's done a lot for us.
You're gonna see a Madness Comic Network ad in the. It came out on a Wednesday in the next alternate book.
That's gonna be cool.
With all of our they let us put all of our sponsors there and everything. So all of our sponsors, you guys, you're all going to get extra coverage in an alternate book as well.
That's sweet.
That's what I do with the sponsor money. Okay, I make sure we get seen more. We're really working at this, guys. This ain't fake.
We are, doing a little bit of everything. I'm still looking for a vending machine that sells like manga and comic book size product. Got a couple of spots lined up that are willing to do the numbers with me. So we're probably going to pick up, when I find the machines that'll work, we're probably going to pick up 2.
Yeah, they can't be drop machines. They got to be door open machines.
Well, there is actually one that you can get from Japan that actually sends them out flat.
Okay.
So it's usually used as a manga dispenser. I was going to order one, but the problem was the machine I wanted they don't have it available to accept dollars. It'll only literally accept yen, and so that was a problem, you know. And it was all of the programming in it was all in Japanese. They didn't have an English version, so we're still looking. There's a supply house in Pennsylvania that I've got an inquiry into. They make a lot of custom vending machines and stuff like that. They actually provided the vending machines to my daughter's school that sell children's books, and so that looked really, really good. They come up, they bring the lift to the level, they roll it on out. It just drops forward like half an inch, and then on down, nice tight secure. So should be good for comics.
Mm-hmm. Especially a 160, 170 page manga.
Yeah. So we'll mix in some Oprah books with a couple of more well-known conventional manga titles alongside stuff like 47 Curious Tales, Rain, and stuff like that, so that we can give people a little of everything available, and just that'll give us a good metric on how our sales do side by side against competing titles. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I'm allergic to tobacco, and the gentleman in the apartment next to me, he smokes, so my allergies bug me quite a lot.
I'm sorry. Was it me?
No. My neighbor.
Right up into Sam's face, Doc. Chill out. Come on.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Hey, Max. Does that look weird when I shave? How about when I don't have my glasses on?
It looks okay. The shave thing looks weird because it's not that you've got like a weak chin or anything. It's just that you just look weird.
He didn't say it's not like you have an overly strong chin. He said it's not like
Well, I didn't have no Bruce Campbell chin. That's for goddamn sure.
No, I don't have Bruce Campbell chin. My chin has a dent in it. You know, I've been hitting the jaw too many times. But yeah, we're making comics. We're making RPGs. We're having fun. We're seeing a lot of cool new products come up, and getting to talk to people who are wanting to start making comics.
How's your system coming?
Try that one more time.
How's your system coming along?
Oh, it's the D&D, the RPG system. It's coming along pretty well. I got a couple hundred more pages to finish that up. It's gonna have to cycle into my next time I'll be able to lay hands on it. It'll probably be the end of March, just because the campaigns we've got coming are gonna eat up so much time.
I hear you. I got one that I'm trying to write and convert from my craziness to the D6 open D6 system.
I'll tell you, it would be easier if I was a rich man and didn't have to work a day job.
Yeah.
Just no such luck for me, right?
I work on comics for 9 and 12 hours a day. And I don't really have time to do anything when it comes to converting things and rewriting stuff, and because it's going to be about 400 pages.
I was looking at a couple that customizes, but people have this thing about not answering. For customizing the vending machine?
Connect, speak, communicate one with another.
Definitely. Oh, man. Excuse me, guys.
All right, so I've been babying my sore throat, right? Went and got some Cadillac cigarettes and lights. And I was drinking hot chicken broth. And it's just not doing it for me. So I put some hot sauce in it. And now it tastes like drinking buffalo wings.
There you go.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. I need to market this.
There you go.
There you go. You just made some money.
Chicken noodle soup and hot sauce.
Amy's about to start her show, Vic. We're good. We're good till later if you maybe want to get in the final panel. But Amy has a show that starts at 7.
So that's a no, tadpole. You can't come in right now.
That's right. Stay here. Sit down. Wait.
Oh, God. We did eat that time up, didn't we? So, guys, seriously, check out the Kickstarter Necroholic issue 1 and 2. Go ahead and get those. We're going to be showing off the proof copies when they come back from the printer, which we should have probably in a week or so. And then we'll be ordering once we verify that those are fine. We're scheduled to fulfill in April. We're going to see if we can't finish actual fulfillment in March, but we just want to make sure we have extra time because I hate being late for anything.
Right.
And
yeah, you're more than welcome. Jump back out here in an hour.
Yeah. I've got my daughter, but if she goes down early, then we should be able to do that.
Yeah. And I want you to meet Amy before you go, Sam, because you might want to be on her show here in the future. Amy, that guy's Sam Quinton, 47 Furious Tales, Reign of Ages, all that stuff. That guy on your right.
Hi.
That guy way over there on the other side of you.
Hi.
He's a longtime friend of the Madness, has some great stuff. You'll probably definitely want to get him on your show at some point.
Okay.
We do some pretty cool stuff.
Okay, great. Yeah, we can throw up any links and share it all over the place.
I'll be right back.
You can't leave. You're the guest of her show.
I just said I'll be right back.
It's just a free-for-all right now.
Yes, you will have it's you. You're taking over right now. It is 6:59. So Sam, tell everybody where they can find you real quick.
You can find us on Kickstarter, W.S. Quinton, Sinopa Publishing, Necroholic, 47 Furious Tales, Reign of Ages, Ninth Degree, Red Claw, Return of the King, and half a dozen Dungeons and Dragons titles, as well as on Crowdfunder, we have the Sinopa Publishing debut campaign on there, which is our social media storefront. Come on out. You got some great deals on there while they last, because there are limits on some of those.
Yeah,
so
you can get like every Sinopa book ever made.
Yeah.
What's that?
You can get every Sinopa book ever made.
Yeah. Well, every Sinopa comic ever made. Yep.
Yeah.
On Drive Through RPG for our entire digital catalog, including our role-playing game stuff, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Sinopa Publishing. So we have cool stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
Bobs, thanks for having me. AJ, good to meet you. Max, always a pleasure, brother. Doc, don't hurt yourself coughing so hard. Take some medicine for that. And guys, I'll be watching while I finish getting my daughter ready for bed.
All right. Good to see you.
Later.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.
And now we're gonna hand the show over. We're gonna hand the show over to Miss Amy. To Miss Amy Good. It is time for the It's All Good show. Yeah. So hang out with Amy. She's gonna be talking to Doc about Pariah Blood and Mud if he comes back. But we can talk to Max too. Max has a campaign he's getting ready to launch called Human Hunters #3.
Yep.
Okay, let's throw it up, man.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys got the floor.
Okay.
They got the floor, yo.
I don't think I...
Wait, I'm not sharing a show with Max, am I? What the hell?
Now you're back, so it's all good.
What's going on, Max?
Not much.
We've been
Max
on.
got some links that we can share.
I've got the link for the. Yeah, I've got the link for.
We've been on panel twice today, but we haven't even said hi. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Not as bad as yesterday.
Wrong pack. Amy, how are you?
I'm good, Doc. What's up, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Kids giving you trouble?
Always. That's what they
Listen,
do.
mine's 30 and he was giving me trouble today. So I'm just saying it never stops.
I don't want to hear that, dude. I'm already tired.
I don't talk to my kids very often. One of them's in the Marine Corps, so he's always busy, and the other one is he works at Sam's Club, and he's always busy. So
Keep them busy. That's what I'm trying to do, but they fight me on it. I'm like, no, y'all got to get busy so you can leave me alone in the future. I'm ready to have my time back. So, Doc, it's cool that you're on. I know that we were trying to maybe arrange something anyways. So,
yeah.
What are we here to talk about? Max, I have obviously your Kickstarter pulled up here.
Yeah, we'll start with Max. I'm waiting on my publisher to join me. I just asked him to come, and he said when. I said basically now. So, waiting for him to respond.
Okay, word.
Yep, Human Hunters 3. It picks up exactly where Human Hunters 2 left off. I mean, right at the next panel.
Wow.
And they're still trying to rescue the 3 girls from the human traffickers.
Who's your illustrator?
That's Mateus Duarte.
Okay.
He's the illustrator for this piece is Fabio Sumeo.
Okay. Do you do variant covers or have different illustrators work on your projects?
We have a standard illustrator that does all the interiors, and then they get the clever A.
Whoa.
And then all the rest of the covers are variants by other artists.
Are they doing the lettering and the inking and everything?
They do the pencils. Mateus does the pencils. Fran Cord, which is Fern Cord's brother, my main artist, my art director, it's his brother. He does the inks, and then Adam Ramos does the colors for the interiors.
Do you want me to go to Atrocity Press over here or show anything else while we talk about the project?
You can go to atrocitypress.com.
Okay, let's look it up. So how long was the first book and how long is this one?
The first book was 36 pages. The second book was 32 pages.
Wow.
And this one, I don't remember.
How many campaigns have you done total?
Probably 20.
Holy moly. Since when?
Since 2 years ago.
Max is a beast.
Yeah, no shit.
We've got one coming like every month and a week. This year we'll have a new one. So
is this just your projects?
Johnny Reed works with me. He's a writer, and I brought him on board in March because I was just sucking. I had too much stuff to do.
So out of the 20 campaigns in the last 2 years, every single one of those books is like one of your projects.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yep.
I don't know. How do you even have time for that, man?
You'd be surprised. We can write like fast. We write a script in a couple days, and then we just kind of shelve it for a couple weeks, and then we come back and reread it again and read it out loud to each other.
So you have a process that's been tried and true.
Yeah.
Wow.
We read it out loud to each other, and then we make some changes, and then we put it away, and then we come back to it in a couple weeks. We're on issue 3 of Human Hunters, but we've got written up to 7 and drawn up to almost 5.5.
Golly.
So, I mean,
holy smokes, right?
Yeah.
We're ready. We do what we can. You know, we try to keep everything going.
Max, you make me feel like an underachiever, and I'm killing myself here.
Same, dude. Same.
Well, I'll tell you this: Mateus is like 19, so
energy.
That dude has the energy.
Yeah.
Holy cow! 19 years old and already that talented.
I'm sorry. Is he the other writer?
No, Mateus Duarte. He's the illustrator.
The main illustrator that does everything. That's great.
He does all the illustrations on Human Hunters.
So it's you and one other writer that write it?
Yep, me and Johnny Reed. We do all the writing, and then depending on which series it is, if it's Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space, that'll be Mateus. That'll be Mateus again, starting on issue number 4.
Wow.
And then
I get rid of that crap. There.
On issue 5, he'll still be the same.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's awesome that you guys have a really tight process down where you go back and
we've got a really good team. I mean, we've got Adam Ramos doing colors. We've got Fern Cord doing pencils, inks, and colors on Mary Machine Gun books. We've got Mateus doing Ninja Bimbos, Human Hunters.
Ninja Bimbos.
I know, I love that.
The story behind the title was we were drinking and trying to come up with the cheesiest B movie title we could come up with, and that was what I came up with. Was Ninja Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space.
I don't even think that's cheesy. It's very B, like, yeah, it's totally like a B movie, B comic or whatever, but I don't think it's cheesy. I actually think it's kind of catchy.
It's the Earth Women Are Easy of comic books.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I like it. So where do I go to see the older projects here?
That's our website. That's as far as we've got back. I mean, if you want to, you can click on the newest thing and show this will be a world premiere. World premiere.
Here we go.
Yep, for Mary Machine Gun.
Oh, right here.
So you're
on
also
Amy
doing a trade
Goods.
paperback as well.
That's what we're doing.
Nice.
And there's the teaser trailer for it.
Are we gonna roll it?
If you want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it.
Ignite it.
Okay, word. Who does your animation?
I did that one.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's good. It's a good reel. I like that.
Thank you.
So how's the trade paperback going? How's the paperback version going for you right now?
It's going really well. We went through and we got picked up by Antarctic Press to publish Mary Machine Gun. So we had to go through and convert some pages because there was nudity and stuff in them, and they don't want nudity because it'll cause Diamond to put it in the adult section of the catalog and blah blah blah. So we took all the nudity out and all the sex toys in the backgrounds out.
So wait a minute. Did you actually find a legitimate use for sensitivity readers? That's a joke.
I have no clue yet. We'll see. But it allows us to do a safe for work and a not safe for work version of the trade paperback, which we will be doing.
What are you going to do then for the adult version? Just release it on the website instead of putting it in Diamond?
Yeah, it won't be in Diamond through an Arctic Press. It'll be through Kickstarter first. We'll be kickstarting it because Antarctic Press lets you kickstart everything you do before they publish it, which I think is awesome.
Yes,
because kickstarting this book it's kind of helpful for the company because it just puts money into the war chest because it's art that's already completed. It's done. The one thing we did do is we added an 8-page short story for Dark America, which is the next Mary Machine Gun book. And so it's kind of like an after credit scene.
Is it written actually as like a short story in the back, or you mean like 8 complete?
No, we did eight more complete pages that way, and it also gives hardcore collectors something to grab because it gives them something that they haven't seen yet.
So, how did all of this start for you 2 years ago? How and why? And
I used to do zines a long time ago, back in the day. We used to make our photocopied, stapled, and folded zines that we used to hand out to everybody at the clubs and stuff like that. And me and Johnny and a couple other guys had gotten together, and we were going to start a production company to do movies because that's kind of our background is in film. And two of the guys just kind of flaked on the whole thing, and me and Johnny started a comic shop, and I started a comic company.
So
I figured I like to tell stories.
yeah,
We couldn't do it in the film format. That wasn't going to happen because the other two guys flaked out. So I was like, what's next in line?
right.
And it was either writing a novel
Mm.
or doing a comic book. And Mary Machine Gun is very strikingly visual. The entire thing it's designed to be commercial. So it should do really well. And it has done well ever since it first came out on Kickstarter.
So you kind of use the comics as a viability study maybe for adapting it into another form of media?
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I'm not one of those people that are like, I make a comic book just so I can get a Hollywood option. You know, I'm not like that. But there's so much that would need to be done with telling a Mary Machine Gun story that I really think the only way to tell it would be animated. And that is so expensive.
Right. It's very, very fucking expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like 172 pages content for the story. Cause the first one was like 36 pages and then 40 pages and then 36 pages and then 44 pages.
Wow.
See, he backed Mary Machine Gun. Jason Sandberg.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you.
So your own is this your only active campaign right now? Well,
yeah, it will be the next one that we do. It comes out on. So far, it's scheduled for March 7th.
Okay. Oh, and I thought I saw something coming out February. Oh, Human Hunters 3 February. Oh no, that's just when you published it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get rid of this so I can log in real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna follow this.
All right, sweet.
And if I wanted to get some of your other books, get them on your website there.
Yeah, you can get them digitally through the website. If you want physical copies, you can just get them through me or just ask me. We're gonna put more on the website, but we do all of our books as add-ons in our Kickstarters, so we have to go through and count all of them to see what we have left, so we can split them apart to which ones go on the website and which ones stay behind for add-ons.
Well, I like that you said that you are a storyteller and you like to tell stories, so I am going to check out some of it.
Yeah, it's my own take on Joseph Campbell's monomyth, the hero's myth.
I know I have that book.
Okay.
So so explain that, because that book is about how he talks about like the archetype of the hero, the archetype of like the mentor figure, and then like the cave, like the progression and stuff. Yeah. So how would that inspire you to then write stories?
When I realized how close Star Wars was to just Joseph Campbell's, I mean, he totally just, we like to call graping it. He graped it from
yes.
He totally graped it from Joseph Campbell, and it worked. I have some twists that are different in our story. Obviously, you can't have the same thing, but there is a dark, spooky cave that she has to go into to drink from the waters to become a Templar, and there's all we've got. I am your father. We've got it all in there.
Wait a minute. Whoa. So I know that Star Wars is held up as like this, I don't know, like just a really obvious example of the hero's journey, but are you actually saying that was followed by Joseph Campbell's work and George Lucas used that as a map?
Yes.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No shit. Oh, yeah. Wow. So he was like, this makes sense. I'm going to do this.
Go watch, particularly go watch A New Hope and then Empire Strikes Back. And all of it is there.
Okay.
All of it.
It's
Almost
all
beat
there.
for beat.
Yeah.
It's all there. I mean, he denies the call of becoming a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the hero denies the call, and then he
has the call to action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Call to other action, and he goes to save his friends, and ends up figuring out that Darth Vader's his father, and
Right.
you know.
Oh wow.
Now, Max, let me ask you. Did you literally do the cave, or did you metaphorically do the cave?
No, there's an actual cave with
there you go.
There's an actual cave with a spring inside of it. That the spring touches one of the roots of the tree of life, and if you drink from it, the waters, it causes you to live for a very, very long time. So, like for every year you age, 100 years passes.
Wow. So is this actually based on the Norse mythology of like Yggdrasil and stuff?
Yes. Yes. There's a lot of Norse mythology in it. Like, as a matter of fact, I'll put a little spoiler here, in issue 2, Mary dies.
Mm-hmm.
But when she dies, the Valkyrie comes and doesn't take her to Valhalla. She's like, no, you have to stay here because you're not done yet.
Okay. Wow. But then there's also some Anglo-Saxon references because you've called her a Templar.
Yeah, she's a Templar. They work with the Catholic Church.
Oh.
There's everything in my universe is like, it's like all the religious things, they all exist.
All of the things, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this some type of like? Because obviously, like, I'm stupid. I just learned about this project.
Yeah.
The first time
you're not stupid. You're just uninformed.
I just like to be self-depreciating, but thank you. So, is this some type of historical fiction piece?
A little bit, actually. We have when they become Templars, they train for 100 years with each other. They pair them up and they train. These two people will train with each other for 100 years.
That's a hell of a thing.
And then at the end of it, they both get the same exact mission. Whoever finalizes the mission first and comes back to the Templar's castle, they become a Templar, and the other person gets to become what's called an Imperium Magistratus, which is like the internal police for the organization. They hunt down rogue agents and stuff like that.
So would have that been inspired maybe by like the Spanish Inquisition versus
that and then also we do some straight retelling of history with the Beast of Jovedon, because that's what that's the mission that they're sent on, is to go kill this werewolf that is terrorizing southern France.
Sweet. Okay. I know what that legend is. So then I'm going to just make an assumption here and that there's some type of time travel, because she's called Mary Machine Gun, not Mary, Broad Axe or
Bertha Battle Axe.
It's told in flashback. There's a lot of flashbacks in the book. Mary flashes back an awful lot. She does. I mean, you don't see her with the machine gun very much, but she gets the titular machine gun through this story.
That's sweet. Actually, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of you guys being able to smoke in your houses.
Are we giving you a Nick fit?
Yeah.
I always hate that. I hate watching a movie somewhere where you can't smoke and they're smoking on screen, and you're just like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Amy, probably when you were a toddler or even before you were born, we lost the battle to the non-smokers.
Yeah.
And true story, when that first happened where I live here, I had to go on a business trip to Louisiana, and I stopped in Baton Rouge. I forget the exit. I think it's the first one, and there was a Waffle House. And I'd already learned they don't have sweet tea anywhere down there except at the Waffle House. And I wanted some sweet tea, so I stopped. And I walked in the door, and the lady said, "Smoking or non-smoking?" And I was like, I love you. I love you.
Well, this is in the early 2000s where it happened mostly. I'm in Michigan, and I think that happened in like 2008 or 9 because I could legally smoke and still go smoke in restaurants. I'm 34.
Yeah, back in the day, we could smoke in the grocery store, the doctor's office, restaurants, movie theaters had ashtrays.
It all started by taking away smoking on airplanes because they said, "Oh, you're in a confined space with other people," and then it just kept on going.
It's fascinating how people used to smoke literally everywhere, and yet nobody died sooner than they do now.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's that horrible secondhand smoke. Somebody said, the comedian said, they said more people die from secondhand smoke than firsthand smoke. Guy inhaled a cigarette, said, "Looks like I made the right choice."
Right. That's so stupid, though. That doesn't even make any logical sense. But
it's funny. That's the point.
Right. Yeah.
I made the right choice.
I made the right damn choice. It's it's either this or be like a compulsive shopper, an alcoholic, or whatever, or go to jail for murder.
Thank you.
So I mean,
if it wasn't this, I'd probably be buying scratch-off tickets or something.
Or that.
I'd be in jail. Listen, these are 20 doses of anger management.
Word.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yep.
You don't want to be a scratch said,
guy. 20 little rewards for 20 little things that happen throughout. You wake up successfully, smoke.
I heard it.
That first cup of coffee, smoke.
I heard it. I got it.
You wash your butt like a big boy, smoke.
Definitely earned it for that.
They like it because I'll finish doing it used to be that I would finish doing something, like I'd finish making the trade paperback files, and then I'd smoke a cigarette. But now I just smoke while I'm doing it.
Yes.
Productive.
Because I can, you see.
Yep.
So my wife smokes, and she likes to smoke in the house also. So there's no issue with that whatsoever. And if I ever have somebody come to my house and they give that kind of, I'm like, the door is right there because it's fucking America in here and I'm going to smoke.
America, fuck yeah.
Savage old fart. Get off my lawn.
Doc, is your publisher coming on? Do you know?
He hasn't even responded to me on Facebook. He probably fell back asleep on the couch.
Oh.
In his defense, okay, you weren't here, Amy, when I said this earlier.
Okay.
Should I call you AJ or Amy?
I don't care, man. You can call me whatever you want.
No, you have to pick one.
Okay, fine. You can call me Amy. That's fine.
All right, Amy, because that's not how any of this works. I'm Southern. Okay, you can't get. Anyway, yeah, the guy's been burning the candle at both ends. He's got one campaign live. I'm going live Friday. He's got his own book he's doing. He's inking for somebody else, plus working his full-time job. So he's periodically comatose. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, as you would have to be.
Now Max, he stays busy. In a different kind of way. Kind of the same way I do. Max has actually been dead for years. We are just animated corpses kept alive by copious quantities of nicotine and caffeine. Am I right, brother?
Correct, Mundo.
So let's talk Pariah for a minute, Max.
Yeah, go ahead.
Max, what I'm saying to you is I keep waiting for, the paycheck in the mail to come work for you.
Yeah.
But it's never come yet. What is going on? Just saying, man.
We hire people from outside the country. Australia, Brazil.
So you like that cheap labor is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, the Australian labor is not cheap.
Yeah.
Brazilian labor is cheaper than paying an American.
That's true.
I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, their economy is different. You know?
And there's so many talented people out there in the world.
Oh, man.
Sometimes I go, who am I?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Who am I in this grand scale of incredible creators?
I see some amazing stuff coming out of the Philippines, and Vietnam, But
Brazil, Portugal,
Indonesia, I've seen a lot of really good people.
Yeah.
But I've not had any luck actually keeping like someone from the Philippines or Vietnam on payroll. You know, they'll like do like 3 pages and then ghost me.
I've heard that from a lot of people, actually. There seems to be just a couple countries, if you're going to go that route, that seem to produce better, I don't know, work ethic maybe.
Yeah, and Brazil is one of them.
Brazil
I found Fernando. We actually met up with each other on one of the Facebook groups.
Oh, good.
You know, as a writer, though, I did consider myself fortunate financially to find the best possible value for the art. You know, my artist works for free.
It's just time.
Doc, but you are an illustrator, aren't you?
I am the artist. Yes.
Yeah, he is the artist. He are the artist.
I are him. See, it was a joke. Amy.
Oh my God. I thought it was a joke at first, but then you just sounded so serious. I was like, he hired another illustrator? What?
For free?
Jesus.
Hired another illustrator for free? That's amazing.
Man, I've been running around after kids all day. I'm sorry.
Amy, I got to interview you, Amy. Tell the people who you are.
I'm a nobody. I'm just a.
That's not true,
man.
That's not true. Tell people who you are.
Well, I just got brought into comics the last couple months, so this is very new for me. But I've been a freelance illustrator for over a decade.
Yes, and she has a formal education in art.
Yeah, I have 2 undergrad degrees in visual art. So that was my first love. It's like the only thing I'm really good at, so I had to commit to it, you know.
Right. I thought you said you had 200 grand.
Oh, no, if I had 200 grand, I probably wouldn't be anything. I'd probably just live with a horse somewhere. But,
I got 200 grand under degrees, and I'm like, whoa, those are some high-speed degrees.
So yeah, right now I'm working as a writer on some comics and as an illustrator, but mostly what I do right now is writing and cover art specifically. I tend to stay away from sequential art because that's like its own beast. I don't have a lot of experience in sequential art. Obviously, like I said, I've been doing this a couple months. I'm not a letterer. I do my own colors for the illustration and I do, but you know, I don't do the sequential art. So
sequential art is hard. Sequential art is hard.
It is, yes, it is.
And it's time consuming and it is tedious.
It is tedious. I'll give you that one. It is tedious. You know, I'm a fine artist predominantly. I showed Amy some of my paintings.
Yes.
And that's, you know, the smallest thing I work with is a 1-inch brush.
And
then you yes. And then you get here and it's a 0.05 millimeter and you got to read each other little line here. And it's, oh my God, it's tedious.
Are you shitting me, Doc? You never use like a 2 or a 1 round or filbert or anything, like no small brushes, no liners.
No.
You must do big, large scale paintings then.
The smallest is 16 by 20, but typically I like to work 24 by 36, 30 by 40.
Okay.
Yeah. And Doc's stuff is amazing. His paintings are just out of this world.
Yeah, I'm doing this whole book for the last 2 years just to try to sell a painting. It's also a joke, you see.
I know. I just did. My brain is fried. I would like to see more of your paintings sometime. Do you have a website or anything?
My website is currently in the middle of arbitration because I'm fighting with my web company. I can't say anything. I have a lawsuit, so I got to shut up.
Oh my God.
But basically, one of the things that was happening that I can talk about is the PayPal app wasn't working, and they were doubling up sales on paintings. So like somebody would buy it through a different app like Cash App or whatever, and I would receive the money but not a notification. And then somebody else would come along to the website, and it was a dysfunction on their part. And buy the same painting. Well, there's only one painting.
Yeah.
So it was causing me all kinds of nightmares, and push came to shove, and they were being a schoolyard bully. So I kicked him in the shins and went to the principal.
Oh my good Lord. Okay, but you said you do impressionist paintings, right?
I do. And Monet and George Perez are my heroes. George Perez got me to pick up a pencil to draw the first time.
Just go paint some flowers then, Doc.
Yeah, and then a couple of years later, I discovered Monet, and I started painting when I was a kid, and been doing it ever since.
We've got the Nelson R. Atkins Art Museum here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
It's one of the premier art museums in the world.
Yeah. You also have a gallery there, Sam, somebody or another's fine art, one of the best in the world.
What?
Yeah. Kansas City, boy. We love the arts.
I've been trying to get into that gallery for a while, and I can't understand why I can't get in when he's got a guy that literally does crayon stick figures.
Oh, shit. Because that's probably super high art, man.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is I remember going to the Contemporary Museum when I was in art class in college. We took a little trip over there for class, and we're sitting there, and this guy looks at this piece of just trash art. I mean, it's like, as Doc was saying, it was stick figure fucking crayon men and like explosions that were just like cut out of magazines and pasted in there. It looked terrible. And he's like, the guy's like, I could do this. And the art teacher looks at him and points her finger right at him. She goes, yeah, but you didn't.
But I've always hated that response. I've heard that from people. There's what was it, CRoM scribbled on a canvas with a mop and red paint. And it's sold for $93 million. And, well, you didn't think of it. Yes, I did. Every time I can't get a pen to start and I scribble on the top of my page, I thought of it.
Right. No shit. Oh my god.
And I just find that so insulting to people that put in the work.
Some of the art is ridiculous. I mean, I know one went for $220,000. It was a blank piece of paper called 1,000 Hours of Inspiration. And it was like the guy looked at it, kept a clock, and made sure that he looked at it for 1,000 hours, or just said he looked at it for 1,000 hours. Who knows? You know?
Right. Unless he made it into a performance piece also at some point.
Yeah. I mean, but it was a blank piece of paper that he stared at for his inspiration.
Have you guys ever seen the movie? I think it's just called Art School, where there's like an undercover detective like researching a murder, but it follows like an actual student.
No, I have not.
There's just a really funny clip in it where John Malkovich is one of the art teachers, and the student comes to his office to ask him for some help. And there's some canvases on his wall of like a triangle, a circle, a square, and that's it. Yeah. And that's his artwork. And the student's sitting there and he's just like, help me, man, like I suck or whatever. And he's visibly like a very young kid, like 18 or whatever. And John Malkovich gets pissed off and he's like, I can't teach you how to do this. It took me years to be able to paint like this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But I was like, that's so true. Because these people who do this stupid shit, like the non-objective art and whatever, they're like, this was grueling. I had to do all of these things to learn how to be this whatever, this
basic.
There was a like American Idol, but it was for modern art installation. MoMA was sponsoring it. The grand prize was like $25,000 and we'll put your exhibit up. And this little foo-foo child entered it. And it was basically his dead father's laundry hanging on clothespins on a clothesline. That was his installation. And they came in and actually gave him a critique. This is so moving. It's so bold. I love that it speaks to such a personal loss for you. I'm like, it's fucking laundry. Hang it on a line to the South. That's everywhere. I couldn't watch it. I was like, you pretentious freaking assholes.
Yeah.
So I just talked to my publisher. He's on his way.
Oh,
He's
good.
on his way.
I hope it's not a long commute.
He says, I just got home. Are y'all still going? I said, we're just about to start.
Look, you guys, we have nothing like pressed up against this show. We're just going to go into the final panel from here. So you can go as long as you want. And then just like we'll throw the stream open, whoever wants to come in.
So that's what I was going to say. Amy,
Yeah.
Go smoke a cigarette. I'll hold down the fort. You come on back. Hopefully, Anthony will be here by then, and we'll roll like we know what we're doing.
Oh, I love that idea. Okay, I gotta go check on my kid anyway.
All right, go do that.
Yep.
We got you. We got you covered.
Doc can run the show. He can. Is your screen up? Oh.
Yeah. But I'm not going to play that right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to remove that and bring in Mr. Anthony Romano, Dark Gift Comics. Amy stepped out for a cigarette. Anthony should be right back.
Okay.
What's going on, bud?
Chilling. What's going on with you?
Man, I told everybody. I said, listen. He said, is Anthony coming? I said, I don't know, man. That dude is really burning the candle at both ends. You know, you got one live. You're about to go live with another one. Working on your own. Working a full-time job. The dude is a little bit busy. But then Max said, well, that ain't shit. And,
I didn't say that. I could have.
I see how it is, Max. I see how it is.
You don't. You're using talent during the day. I'm just doing repetitive computer tasks like shrinking files.
Did you see the mug, Anthony?
Yeah. Where's that from?
My neighbor. She does those.
Are you eating crackers?
So it's made
like
in
saltines. One at a time. Like
no, he went to the Catholic Church and stole a sleeve of the wafer.
All the hosts.
Flatbread and cheese and sopressat.
And what?
Sopressat. Sopressata for all you Americans out there.
Sopressata. What the fuck is sopressata? I gotta know this.
It's an Italian dried meat. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. It's kind of like salami.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down with that. Don't you judge me, you Yankee. We just now got bologna down here, okay?
We just got bologna. It's better than that ham slice fucking MRE. Did you guys ever have to eat MREs in the Navy?
Yes, hell yeah. Dude, I was FMF.
Okay.
I was always with the Marines, so yes, I'm kind of familiar with MREs.
All right, I didn't know.
Generation 1 MREs, mind you. We still had the barf in a bag chicken a la king.
Yep.
That people would get in fist fights to not eat.
You not have to have. Yep.
You know what the best one was that we would actually fight for? It was the dehydrated pork patty. Because if you boiled your water and you heated it up, it became a delicious sausage patty.
Nice. Yeah, we all fought over the either the chili mac or the beef stew.
Yeah, the beef stew is pretty good. We had the beef stroganoff too. It was good.
Yeah, that was all right. But I tell you the things that sucked. Ham slice.
Oh God, yeah.
Frankfurters.
Yeah, we had the original that there was like 4 Franks in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, yep, Frankfurters.
Those were okay. Those were okay. They would do it in a pinch.
No, they were
Ones we had were okay.
Maybe if I was out in the fucking woods and didn't have shit to eat, it'd be okay.
That's exactly what they're for.
I know that's what they're for. But they were feeding them to us when we were sitting at the fucking right before we went into the gas chamber. They're like, all right, everybody, here's your MREs, and they gave us like these old MREs. And we're like, fuck, okay, whatever. We're just gonna throw them up anyways.
Yeah, you're just gonna hack it right back up. No worries. But yeah, we all the accessory stuff that comes in there. We kept an old Foot Locker at the battalion aid station, and you would throw all the accessories, those cheap ass candy bars and the peanut butter spread, the cheese spread. Which I'll fight somebody for that cheese spread. I'm just saying.
Oh hell yeah, that's we had full on gourmet MRE chefs.
Yes, I was about to say the very thing. Yes.
You take, like for example, you take the hot cocoa mix,
and
you just add a little bit of water,
Right.
And it turns into a paste.
Yes, sir.
Which is then icing.
Yes, sir.
Which you put on top of your
the fruitcake.
Yep.
Yep.
Put it on top of the fruitcake.
We would make it into a paste and mix it with the peanut butter.
Yep.
And spread that on crackers and call them Reese's crackers.
Yep. And then you put that on top of your pound cake, and then you put the crushed up peanuts or the M&Ms on top of that.
Lord,
and
yes.
That shit's good as fuck.
Yes, it was. Yes, it
was. Or you take the cheese spread. The jalapeno cheese spread is the best.
We didn't have that.
Okay, but that was the newer one.
Yeah.
But that was the best. And you threw that in anything that was like pasta related.
Right.
And it was good as hell.
Yeah, man. It was what you make of it. You know, if you were creative, you could totally subsist on that stuff. Hey, Wayne, good to see you, buddy. We're just waiting on our host to get back. She went to go smoke a cigarette and slap her kids around a little bit. And we're actually going to be talking about Pariah tonight.
Yeah, blood and mud.
Got some blood, got some mud, got a book. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Anthony.
God. Yes, sir.
Got a question. Do you still have the clip? Do you still have the clip of "Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell"?
You mean the voice audio?
Yeah.
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Because when we build the new trailer, I want to put that in there.
Do you have all that stuff that your lighting and stuff set up to where it's all on one switch, or do you have to like turn all that shit on and off by yourself?
What, all the lights and stuff?
Yeah.
For the most part, most of it's two switches. And then two things I have to turn on by themselves. So yeah.
So here's my question though, Anthony. When you walk into that room, which is, you know, your studio,
mm-hmm.
Do you ever walk in there and see all that stuff and just go, man, I don't even want to fucking go in this room right now?
No, not really. Not really.
Oh, she smiles and she's smiling and looking kind of sick. She smoked.
Hell yes. I don't need to eat for 5 more hours again. Yay.
That's it, baby. That's it. Where's your partner at, Amy? Where's the other doc? Because I wanted to use my paradox joke.
Damn, he had something come up. I didn't ask.
Fucker.
Yes, fucker indeed.
Yeah, I was like, is Doc the doc, or is there someone else?
I was on not a panel. I was on a chat the other day. There was like 2 other docs in there. I'm like, look, you fucking imposters. I'm the real deal. All right. So, Amy, this is Anthony Romano, Dark Gift Comics. He is my publisher and my buddy.
Hello, it's good to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
So,
you're lucky because you put on clothes for you.
Oh my god.
Yes,
we don't know. We can only see from the waist up, so don't make assumptions.
Now with clothes. It says it right under his name. So, Amy from Jump Street, why don't we just play the trailer and then we'll dive into this thing?
Yes, let's get it.
All right, here we go. I got it right here.
Oh,
I got it.
My bad.
Good night, everybody.
I chuckle every time I see the panties drop, and then the guys pulling the gun out in the next scene or the next clip. I'm like, why are you doing
pull
that?
the trigger of my love gun, love gun.
So I have about 1,000 questions.
Ask those questions.
Okay, this is just me like being an art nerd, but Doc, since I have the illustrator here, can I ask you about your process?
Yeah.
Okay. I see that you have your desk behind you, so you do everything traditionally then, am I assuming?
Yeah, I work traditionally. And by the way, everything you just saw was not drawn in my studio. My studio was always set up for painting. And then on New Year's, I finally told my wife I would give back the dining room and the living room, which I had taken over, and I would move all my shit back here into the studio and make it drawer friendly.
Yeah.
So everything was drawn on a drawing board in my lap as I was watching all the YouTube friends that I have here.
No shit.
Yeah, watching endless hours of Anthony's Toke Time and Chill, some EVS, a lot of comic talk with Pops Van Zant, just watching all those guys and drawing and disagreeing with them and arguing with them. But yeah, I work traditionally. And Amy, I'm not an inker, okay?
Yeah.
But I was the only person I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I guess I'm going to have to ink this thing.
Okay.
So I did. So I kind of taught myself and, been doing all right with it, I think.
How are you inking it then?
Pardon?
How are you inking it then? What medium? What brands?
I'm using multi-liners and brush.
Okay, so are you doing watercolor, acrylic? Are you doing gouache?
India ink.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be all black and white?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I saw a lot of nice line work. So I was going to ask you, because what I've been using for liners is, it's not in here, but I have some Koepp liners that came with this. I just ordered a shitload more because I was like,
yes.
These are the shit.
Where have these been all my life? Thank you. Yes.
And I've had them, but I haven't used the damn liners because I've had other brands. I've had Tool and something else that starts with a V or whatever.
Yeah.
And they really suck, really a lot.
Yes.
And I found these liners, so I just went buck wild and ordered a shitload of them. So do you use the Copics for inking then?
Yeah, I use a lot of Copics. I do grayscale also, so the Copic gray wash that you have right there, I use those.
Okay.
And also get yourself some Pigma brush pens. You'll thank me in your prayers.
I'm literally going to write that down then, because I'm sorry, anybody who wants to jump in, because I'll geek out on the art shit all day long.
Let's geek. Let's do it.
What I have for Copics, I call them Copics because I'm a loser. I don't know. Copics. I think I have some others in the other room, but this is what I start with, the gray scale, the primaries.
Listen, Miss Big Spender.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like $400 worth.
I was going to say, man, that's a car payment right there in her hands.
I'm actually spoiled, and one of the people I work with, who I do a lot of artwork for, bought these for me, and I was like, dude, I have other alcohol pens because I have off brands that I think are great, and they were like, I don't want that on my shit. You're going to use Copics, and I was like, okay.
But then you try Copics, it's like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the special voodoo is they put in these things, but wow.
No, but it's great.
Yeah.
So what were the brush pens? Sorry.
Pigma. Pigma.
Are these alcohol brand markers with brush tips?
I'm not going to answer those questions for you, Amy.
Okay. I mean, I can look it up. I'm just Pigma. Okay.
They do come preloaded with India ink, and they're refillable.
Oh, like old school
brush pens.
Fuck yeah.
And they are amazing and smooth, and you can get a whisker line, or you can blob a big area, whatever you want to do.
So you can be very artistic with it.
You can get down on it. That's what I'm saying.
Get down on it. What paper do you use?
Say it again, please.
What paper do you use?
Strathmore 200.
Okay. All right.
Strathmore. Now, I was using Blue Line, but every scanner that has scanned Blue Line that is supposed to disappear when you scan
Mm.
It doesn't disappear anymore. And I think scanners have become entirely too good.
Mm.
They're now picking up even the blue line. And so poor Anthony, my publisher, has been having to edit away the blue lines. So I said, the hell with that. I just use unlined paper and we just shrink it down a little bit.
Okay, because it was like graph lined. Is that what it was? So you could do your scaling and okay.
Panel breakdowns, your bleed edge, all that stuff is on your blue line.
Wow.
But you can literally do a comic book on anything these days because all it's got to do is be scanned.
Do you ever use a light box?
Don't own one. Now, don't think that I wouldn't like to, because I hate drawing cars and I hate drawing buildings, and so it'd be great to just go take a photo and put it on a light box and do that, but I don't have one. So
I just purchased one. I've never ever used one in my life. I mean, I did back in school, but I never owned one.
Right.
And I just purchased one online. It was $20. I know you can spend hundreds of dollars. Yeah, but it's $20 and it has a USB plug, but it's also rechargeable. So you can just sit there with it on your lap anywhere.
Nice.
And it's so crazy. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
When I went to school, you know what we used for a light box? You went to the window.
Oh shit, we did that too. We would do that. Yeah, for sure. That's so wow. I actually forgot about that, but it works perfectly fine.
Sure.
I remember the one we had in our art class, man. It was literally a box with lights in it. Yeah, that shined upwards. No, these were not even fluorescent. These were like
incandescent.
Regular incandescent bulbs, but they were like bright. Like, so if you actually like looked down at the, like if you were like above it, like you didn't want to do that. You had to really
burn your retinas out.
Put the paper on first, and then you can get over there and do what you got to do.
Oh my god!
And it would get hot too.
Yeah.
A whole new world now.
Now we do have I've gotten some flack on this, okay, because I'm a painter. Why aren't you coloring your own book? Well, I just answered that question a moment ago. The smallest thing I paint with is a 1-inch brush, and I'm an impressionist. So that's heavy globs of paint. You know, that does not lend itself to the comic book page very well. So we have the incomparable Matt Krotz is coloring the covers. And I'll let Anthony talk about this stuff. He's the publisher. He knows all I did was draw it and write it. He did everything else.
Fuck yeah. Talk about the process, please.
As far as putting the book together?
Sure, anything.
Yeah, we got Matt Krotz doing the cover, like Doc said. Matt's awesome. He has his own series called Kiri. Actually, it's Kyrie, but everybody calls it Kiri because of the way it's spelled. So he's Kyrie. Yeah, it's actually Kyrie. I think it's actually pronounced Kyrie. I think it's an actual historical name, but everybody calls it Kyrie or Kyrie, so he just goes with it. But and his style work. I mean, if you looked at his stuff, it's very I don't want to say like pastel palette, but it's very lighter tone palettes.
Yeah,
and yeah. And he could do anything. Like he did the cover for the book that I'm working on, which is I got the blacklight tapestry on the ceiling right there.
Oh, holy crap!
He knew I was looking for a psychedelic look, psychedelic vibe going, so he did that. He's done other work that's a little more in depth. So we got him to do Doc's book, and we just he's actually psyched to work on it. So we should have that. We should have that after the weekend. So that's going to be nice.
And I want to point out too that and I told Matt this. He was my first choice. I'm like, that's the dude I want. Anthony can get him for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty good friends with him. So when he said that, I was like, yeah, I'll hit him up. So we hit him up, and he said, I'm on it. So that was perfect.
So he's inking it for you and doing the cover?
No, he's coloring it.
Okay, got it.
Just coloring the cover, yeah. And then we've got I don't even know what to call it because she keeps changing her handle and she won't give us her real name, but we'll just call her Carol. We've got Carol. She's coloring the trading card and tapestries. So we put that together. And we're keeping, because it's the first campaign, keeping it simple, not trying to, like, I always keep the first campaigns as simple as possible, while still offering a lot of value. So bringing
Now,
on just two.
you have control of that page that's up right now, don't you?
Do I? Oh, yes, I do.
Look at you go.
Okay, tell me where to go. I also have this as well.
Well, you were already there.
Yeah, or this. Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know if you wanted to. Okay.
Just scroll down a little bit.
Gotcha.
So
That first image, that was actually the concept art that Doc came up with, like almost a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
Of Elizabeth and the Golem. We got that colored by Phil Leone, and that was originally going to be the cover. And then, like, Doc went through a bunch of reworkings of the characters. Elizabeth hasn't changed too much, but the Golem has way taking a different appearance. So we didn't want to lose the artwork, so we decided to offer it as the exclusive trading card for those who sign up and then back. So you'll get the concept, the original concept artwork designs as a trading card. But then the next thing you see is this is one of the two tapestries that we're getting done. That's what the Golem looks like now, and that's the one that was drawn and inked by Doc and then colored by Carol. And I actually have it hanging on the wall behind me.
Yeah, you do here.
Oh yeah.
Over there.
Hold on.
So
let's embiggenate you.
Oh, there you go.
There
it is. I could even
very
get
cool.
it so that and that's 24 by 36. You can see that there's a regular size poster right next to it over there.
Holy
so those are, but they're nice because you can fold them up, stick them in a comic book baggie, stick them in a Gemini mailer, and hang them on the wall. Gravity gets rid of all the wrinkles. So no lifetime creases in your poster.
Right. And I love that idea, and I can't wait to have one hanging behind me over here.
Yeah. I'll order you a proof copy of your own.
Okay, so we watched the video, and we've got all this awesome stuff over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna have to sign up.
Oh, absolutely.
Is this the first of a series or installments? I guess I could.
Well, originally this was going to be one big ass book, about 120 some odd pages.
Okay.
But the economy went in the toilet for some strange reason, and Anthony and I worked out. This is just going to be better on people's pocketbooks if we just break it into a trilogy. So it's 3 parts. And so that required some editing and some redrawing. And, got to stretch this scene out, and you got to have 3 arcs. You can't have one big arc. So did a little reworking on it, and now all the art is done. And we're going live next Friday.
Wow.
Doc wasn't a fan of that suggestion originally.
We fought.
we did. I won.
Yeah, I let him win, but you're not winning on the tapestry. I want that moon to be peach colored.
Oh, that would change.
But
I'm just saying, man, you need red eyes with all that green.
Because the reason why I'm pushing back on that is because of the Elizabeth tapestry. That's going to have all the purples and blues and reds and greens in it.
Yeah,
that one's going to be multi.
Share that. Share your screen with that. This is the other color. Keep in mind, the colors on these are gaudy because they're supposed to glow in a black light. So they're not like the color palette of what would happen inside the book were it color. But that, on the interior of the book, that's not what I was going for. I was going for a kind of a noir type feel. My all-time favorite movie, Amy, is Casablanca. And
it's one of my
if ever there was a movie that was told with lighting, it was Casablanca. Ilsa is always this soft, glowing white presence. Bogey is always in harsh black and white. Major Strausser is always dark, and then you see Bogey finally when he switches sides, suddenly he's in that same light with Ilsa.
Wait, never mind. Not that one. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
That was a cutout that I did. Hold on a second.
All right, let me remove this then, and we're going to let you throw up the screen. Is that what we're going to go ahead and do?
Sure. I have a Chihuahua over here who is my editor-in-chief, and she is currently sitting on my clean laundry, gnawing on her butt and annoying me.
All right, there you go.
Not very ladylike.
So this one's going to be a lot more multicolored. And like I see the problem with like showing Doc what's going on with this is that cameras tend to wash out what the black light shows, right? So what I'm looking at here, I wouldn't change a thing.
I'm just saying that with all that green and those cool colors, red eyes and a reddish orange pale.
The red eyes aren't going to show up the way those. The red eyes will not do this. Will not do the same thing that those green eyes are doing right now.
All right, look, we'll fight.
But everybody that's seen it loves how those eyes are glowing right now.
All right. I'm going to take your word for that, Romano.
You actually have multiple campaigns right now?
Yeah, I'm doing my own book, but I also publish for other people like Doc and like Lightbringer. And like just saying, this is literally my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you count the original CRoM tab, this is my 7th tapestry. I think I know what I'm talking about, Doc.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to counter that with, I've been making art professionally for 40 years, so I know what I'm talking about. But
I would never. Like, when it comes to just typical art, I would never argue with that. If you had an idea, I'm going to go with you on that. But when it comes to how these things react with the black light, I'm gonna pull a little, not rank, because that sounds different than what I really want to say. But I'm gonna
defer to you on this one, Anthony. I'm going to defer.
Yeah, I would leave it, man. Honestly, the moon is the way it is now is like one of the parts that glows the best right now. Even though the golem is glowing like amazing, like that moon actually shines behind him.
Yeah, but we're boring, Amy. We're boring, Amy.
I know. I'm sorry.
Campaigns that are going on.
No, we're not looking at his other campaigns right now. Oh. This is Pariah.
Okay.
I'm not on those other campaigns. Actually, I am. I'm doing some sketch cards for Lightbringer.
I would figure if you guys are all working together that there's going to be some like spillage going on.
Yeah, we've got actually, Anthony, you want to tell her about the Dillard project there?
Yeah. Actually, if you do pull up the Lightbringer campaign and scroll down to the bottom.
This.
Yeah. If you scroll down to the bottom, just keep going. It's like, if later on, if we want to talk about a little bit about it, we can. But this part actually pertains to both campaigns, right? Keep going.
Right there.
That drawing that you just passed. That black and white drawing that you just passed, right there. That drawing. So this is the amazing John Dillard's artwork, and so it's a crossover print. So right there in the foreground, you have Lightbringer, and then you have Elizabeth and the Golem, all like charging an attack at an unseen foe. So obviously they don't live in the same universe. This is one of those rare crossover type prints. If you back both campaigns, Lightbringer Genesis Volume 2, which is live right now, and Pariah, when it launches next week, you'll get this print, but only if you back both campaigns. So we have subscription tiers for both campaigns, and usually whatever gets added gets thrown into those subscription tiers. This is one of those things that will not be thrown into those subscription tiers. This is strictly for if you only back both campaigns. And you can back, as long as it's physical, you can back just the book on each one. You're going to get this print. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
And John Dillard is one of my favorite artists here in the Indies. He is just great at everything he does, and he does it effortltly.
Yep.
This is literally just his whip. This is literally just his whip sketch that he showed me, and it was good enough for me to put on the campaign.
Yeah, it's great.
Now we do also have Jim O'Reilly doing an alternate cover for Pariah, and we should have that here before long.
Even if we have the black and white, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll touch base with Jim tomorrow and see where he's at with that. But Jim O'Reilly's another one of those. He's just an amazing artist.
Where's his art? Can we see?
We don't have any Jim O'Reilly.
Okay.
It's not up on the site yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's not on this campaign. He's going to be doing the alternate cover for Doc's book. So
yeah, and he got knocked down with the COVID. So right in the middle.
Good Lord.
Yeah, right in the middle of doing it. So he's just now getting back up on his feet, but he'll knock it on out. We'll have it hopefully in time for the launch.
Yeah, even like I said, even if it's just the black and white that we could put up there for the launch, and then when the colors come, we could always swap out the image, you know.
And you're launching. When is this launching?
That's some of Jim O'Reilly's work right there.
On screen. Somebody's sharing it.
Pop shared it.
Nice. That's good. I like the
Jim
the trade.
O'Reilly. He's a nut too.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
When is Pariah launching?
March 3rd, next Friday.
March 3rd. Okay.
It's going to be a hoot. Listen, there's going to be drinking involved.
Oh.
Mainly
you want
because
you want me to share something here?
Share whatever you can.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You have more Pariah stuff than I do.
I know. Hold on.
Like I tried to pull up some pages, but I can't get them to rotate.
So what does this? You have 5 campaigns. You're doing Doc's book right now. Well, in a couple days, really. What does the publishing entail here?
I run the campaigns. I'm basically the campaign manager, you know. But I put together the campaigns. I help with the promo. Like last night, I was on Yellow Flash's channel, actually promoting both. It was mainly I was trying to give Lightbringer a push because we're still trying to get to that funding goal. But we were dropping links for Pariah, explaining the John Dillard thing, telling people how, like, if they back both campaigns and stuff like that. When it comes time, I'm the guy that's going to be dealing with all the vendors and printers and, the tapestry guys, hat guys for Lightbringer, all that stuff, the trading card, So that'll be me, and then I get the lovely job of doing fulfillment. So.
Now look, here's the thing, Amy. I know how to draw. I know how to write. I figured out how to ink, but I don't know how to do all this stuff. Build a campaign, do the marketing, the fulfillment, whatever. Anthony's a good guy, and I talked to him about doing it, and I was glad to sign on with him. Because he's offering all those services. So he jokes about it, but man, that's just invaluable to me.
Right, of course. Yeah. How long have y'all known each other?
At this point, year and a half to when did you jump on the scene? A year and a half, 2 years ago?
About a year and a half ago. And I eased into it, but I did make the promise, Amy, that I would not launch my campaign, until I had done everything I can do to make it done. And so I kept that promise, and I just quietly worked and lurked.
Well, that was one of the benefits of also breaking the book up, because otherwise he'd still be working, because that's 100 pages, and he's only like 50 pages in of the full.
No.
Are you more?
If you share a screen, I can't rotate it, and I don't know why, but if you'll share my screen, this is the third to the last page at the very end of the book. So it's a sneak peek at near the very end of the book. Even Anthony hasn't seen this yet.
Oh, right. But what I'm saying is, like, book 2 has already been being worked on, because originally you were making this one book. So you already had pages that are now part of book 2 worked on, or I think some of them you're redrawing, but whatever. I mean, still, there was like 50 pages worked on, and if we were doing one book still, we wouldn't be launching anytime soon. Because
no. I would.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want things to be perfect. I want it to be perfect also, or as close as I can.
So you've shown the video, Doc. You've talked about your process. You've shown the video. Now, Tell me what this book is about in your own words.
Okay, so there's a girl that wants to have a YouTube cooking channel. And she gets demonetized.
Why do I feel like this is based on a true story all of a sudden?
So Elizabeth Payne is just, she's, first of all, she's drop dead sexy, and but she's a small town girl, goes to the big city. She's working at a club, and the old paychecks get shorter. They send her upstairs to get it taken care of, and she accidentally walks in on a mob murder. And she goes into witness protection because she wants to do the right thing. They find her. All kinds of bad juju happens to her. She ends up being left for dead, but she's not. And they should have made sure, because Elizabeth is descended from an ancient lineage of powerful, horrifyingly powerful witches. So the grandfather rescues her with the golem. That's the mud. And the blood is where their power comes from. So the grandfather teaches her what he calls the art, and she begins to develop her power, and she goes for revenge. Now, there's nothing new about the revenge story. The interesting part here is, in order to do the things that she needs to do, she's really going to have to let go of her own morality and maybe even her own sanity along the way. So she is so hell-bent on revenge, and that's where that quote comes in that we have associated with the book, that revenge is the sweetest morsel to the mouth that it ever was cooked in hell. She's going on one of her kills, and there's a young woman in an alley that the same thing that happened to her is now happening to that girl. And she doesn't even notice. She doesn't care. She's not a hero. And she begins to question herself, and we leave the question hanging. Does she have a redemption arc, or is this a total tailspin into pure evil? But it has a surprise ending that the four people who know it are in agreement that it'll make your jaw drop.
Twist.
Yeah. Here, share my screen. Who's doing the show? Oh, there we go. Is that Pops in the back? Oh, is that her? Okay, I didn't know who's running the show here.
Amy's got it right now. Amy's got it.
Okay, so this is I was working on this. Not this morning. Was it yesterday? When was I on?
I haven't even seen this yet.
Yeah. So there's the quote that Doc just quoted by Walter Scott. And again, tells the story just like he put it. Tells you that it's a 32-page black and white graphic novel. Although I think it might, from what Doc says, it actually might be a little bit more than that. But 32 pages. If the backers get 36, then it's a bonus for them. You know what I mean? So
or 40 or 42.
Right, whatever it winds up being.
Was that Max?
The thing says 50-page graphic novel. So where are the other pages coming from?
It says 32.
No, under.
Oh, over there. Okay, so Doc had originally, I think, started this back when the book was only supposed to be 50 pages, and then it grew to 60, then it grew to 80.
No, it was originally 100 pages. So it was going to be half of it, half and half. But...
Oh, okay. I didn't know when you did that. I jumped in and I saw it. But that's how it started.
It was always going to be over 100. It was always going to be over 100.
No, I have my notes.
It was going to be.
It was 48 pages, and then it was going to be 65 pages, and then it was going to be 82 pages, and then it was like, you know what, this thing might be more than 100. I was like, all right, dude, whatever you want to do. You keep working.
Just kept writing. And look, real quick, let me turn the light off here. This is the actual painting of Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Terribly reflective, I'm afraid, but
no, it looks.
That's one thing you can tell in your art, in the way your camera angles and everything in your comic book for your panels. You can tell that you're a fine artist.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
No, it is. It is. You can tell you're a fine artist. I mean, like, it's just the angles that you choose to use.
Well, thank you.
So I know you guys were asking about sample pages. So here's some sample pages. I didn't put like them all in order and stuff. I didn't want to, give away too much.
The scene that takes place down in the swamps is just, I love it.
I like the golem, right?
Yeah. And then I gotta add some graphics here still. But this is the trading card. This trading card, which will also be the second tapestry. Anybody who backs the book gets. That you don't have to sign up. If you didn't sign up and you back a book, you're going to get this trading card. If you signed up and back a book, you're going to get both trading cards. And then and then the blacklight tapestry. See, right now in the camera is making this moon look like uber green, like the same color green as him, but it's not.
No,
when
it's
I look
not.
at it here, it's not. Yeah. So don't worry about that, Doc. Trust me when I say don't worry about it.
I'm trusting you, sir.
I will fly you up to Jersey to look at it in person if you're really that concerned.
No, you're gonna just mail me one.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that too. It'd probably be cheaper.
Yeah.
But
we'd have a good time though, man. I'm telling you.
Doc, you got a black light?
I will have.
Okay, I was going to say run it around your couch and your floor.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they're cheap enough now on Amazon. You could order like a decent one for like $40 tops. Yeah.
What, a black light?
Yeah.
Oh man, I go to Hobby Lobby and get one for $20.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get the old school one like that I have hanging above it, but like the ones that I have in the corner are like my good ones that they're like spotlights.
Yeah, but look, that's because you're heavily invested in the token culture. Okay.
Well, listen, when I first started, the room, it literally was just two traditional black lights on one, opposite sides of the wall. When the tapestry thing became like my thing, I was like, I need black light everywhere. This room needs to be flooded in black light, it's got to be my thing now, right? So I waited till Prime Day on Amazon, and I got like a set of these 4 spotlight black LEDs black lights that normally go for like $200. I got them for like $65.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, but then again, of course, I put the same exact Dillard print on here because it was
because it's awesome.
I love this graphic that I have that I put these images on.
Yes.
I was thinking to myself, man, if we could afford it, maybe we'll actually put the pages like how it looks here.
Oh wow!
Wouldn't that look badass in the book?
Yeah, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. But not all the pages take place down in the swamp. So.
No, I know, but it's just it's the vibe of the book, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, but
wait, what was at the bottom?
Where?
Because this is my first time seeing this, Amy. Is what I'm saying to you.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
Down at the bottom? Oh, no, yeah, about the author. Like, I saw that you had something written there, so I basically took what you wrote and I actually split it up and I added to it. So I'll send you the link. You can read it. So, because you had, like, the introduction to yourself and then the book description. So I cut out the book description, put that in the beginning, and then I always put like the about the team at the bottom, like about the author, about the publisher, stuff like that. So then I added a little bit more to your bio here.
You didn't put in there that thing with the lasagna at the White House, did you?
No, but I did bring. I did mention the incident at the Lincoln Memorial.
Oh fuck. Oh, jeez, man. Just trying to leave that behind me.
But yeah, so the campaign's almost
really
put together. She has no clue. She's
Poor Amy.
Our humor. She has no clue about our humor.
No, I just heard my husband get home, so I think I'm gonna jump off here in a second if you guys don't mind.
No, we don't mind. It's your show, Amy. How could we mind?
Well, it was my show up until 22 minutes ago, so.
Well, yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. But we, in all fairness, we did give you a smoke break, woman. So
you did. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Listen, Listen, let me just say this. Amy, you are a welcome addition around here. A breath of fresh air, if you don't mind my saying
Thank
so.
you. Thank you. Let's
Keep
get
rocking
together.
what you're doing. So I'm going to have you out on my show as soon as possible so we can talk all things Amy.
Oh God! Well,
Yeah,
hopefully I have some news I can share. What all the stuff I'm working on right now is pretty like I'm not really allowed to talk about it until it's published.
No, we'll just talk about you and your art and your
process.
In your history.
Your
Yeah.
process. Yes.
I can do a live drawing, live stream, or whatever. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm gonna jump off though. It was really nice to meet you, Max, Anthony.
Yeah, you too.
You
Good
as
luck with
well.
everything, guys, and we'll
Thanks.
hopefully see you all around and talk soon.
All right, Amy. Be good.
Yeah.
Behave yourself. Be good.
can't be-
As the name states, always.
If you can't say good, if you can't
She's
be
always
good,
good.
be good at it.
Oh, Max, that was so 1980s of you. Thank you for doing that. Saved me from doing it. All right, Pops, I think it's time for the end panel to happen. So, hold on just 1 second here. Let me do this. Pops went to go take a dump. I'm kidding. I don't know that. Look, but this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching right now. Max, totally being the prototypical art nerd, has come alive when the sun starts to go down. Don't bring him out in the morning. I want that Coke so bad, Max. Damn you.
Didn't you buy some?
Doc, I just put the link to the preview. I mean, you could always log in and look at it, but like, to actually see it, like as if you were an audience member looking at it, I just sent the link to the preview in the private chat. So,
gotcha. Yeah, so obviously we got to edit that under her where it says 50-page graphic novel. Or I can.
I didn't even get into the perks yet.
Yeah, I can whip out another 10 pages real quick. Damn, those pages are good, man.
No. I'm right now. I'm working on the body of the campaign, and then the perks are easy. The perks I can throw together in a day. I have all the information I need to put in the perks. I just need to make the graphic and then actually input it into Indiegogo. So that's nothing. So, but the body is where you really want to catch people's eye on certain things. So that's what I'm worrying about right now. I'm taking my time with that. So.
Right on.
Covers, pages. Lead with your second strongest cover, and then show your strongest cover towards the end of your covers, because that gets your art. That gets the person that's scrolling past it to be they'll see the second baddest, the second awesome cover, and they'll be like, "Well, that's pretty badass." And then they'll scroll through it, and even if they just scroll after that point, they'll scroll past the super cool one, and then they'll be like, "Holy shit!" And they go back, and then they're like, "Let's look at all of these real quick."
And then Doc, I'm for the cast graphics, like I have on the Lightbringer campaign, where I have all like a little image of each person and whatever.
Yeah,
there's just certain things like because for some reason I don't have a copy of the script. So I need like how you want them like their name, like the name, like I'm sure grandpa, I don't know, does he just go by grandpa, grandfather?
What I was going to do for that, Anthony, if it's cool with you, I'm going to do a little 3x5 of each one of the main characters, and I will write the info on the back and I'll mail them up to you.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Oh no,
too.
we don't have time for that. Damn it.
Right. you can do that if we want.
But you've already got images you can clip, so I will send you a little blurb on each one so you can.
Oh yeah. I'm already in the process of putting that together image-wise. I've got her, the Golem, and Grandpa. I'm gonna get the boss. I'm gonna get
Knock. The big albino.
Right. Well, I gotta find one that's a good one of him to clip. But I need like am I putting him down as Knock, or does he have actually right?
Everybody just calls him. That's what everybody calls him. Knock knock.
That's what I got to talk to you about. I want to make sure I put the exact name that you would want to put on the cast graphic on
There's
there.
a
You know what I mean?
There's already
So.
you have that sketch card of knock knock.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's the one I was
that.
going to use. Yeah. I was just gonna cut him out and just like ping it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get out of here, kid.
So.
All right, you can come back.
But,
all right, I got to step away for just a second. Be right back.
All right.
Man, fucked up.
Oh, it's this kid again. He always has a different name. I forgot what his real name was.
Carol.
Vic. Right, Vic. That's right. Every time I look at you, you got a different thing going on down there.
Yeah, I try and keep my name a constipated insert cartoonist because of an old wizard. Yeah. I don't know.
Gotcha. But yeah, this one's gonna look. I can't wait. She just sent me the TIFF file, so now I can make a high res JPEG and send that off to the tapestry guy, and I hopefully have that by Friday also. Actually, I should put that order in tonight so they have it first thing, because they don't work weekends. They're like a small little.
Yeah.
It's two brothers, yeah.
Yep.
So they don't work weekends. So, but like last time, I put the order in like 3:00 in the morning on a Friday. I guess it was technically Saturday morning. That was last weekend of the holiday weekend, and I still had it by Friday of this week. So,
turnaround's quick and they're kicking ass.
Yeah, and that's just that's for one, and then for like a bulk, like if I get like, say we need 25 of this one and 25 of the other one, right? And I put the bulk order in for all 50. That might take. It'll still take less than 2 weeks, but it might take a little bit longer than 5 days. You know what I mean? It might be like a week and a half tops. Because it might take them a couple of like a day or two to
Yeah, I mean, are they just screen printed on there? I mean, how is it put into the tapestry?
I believe it's digital.
Okay, so the whole tapestry is printed digitally?
I believe so, yeah. Because it's a satin polyester, yeah. So
that's pretty badass.
They do have matte, matte cloth that you can get too. You don't have to do the satin. I like the satin, especially for the black light. It helps with the sheen,
Yeah.
But they look great even without the black light. You don't need the black light. So, the one thing I may do, I don't know if I'm going to turn the moon on Doc's peach like he wants to, because that would call for a whole recolor. But I may, for the file that goes to them, I may, because it's already like a yellowish. I may lighten the yellow so it doesn't look as green as it does. So there is a little bit of a difference, but I mean the way it's popping, the green looks gorgeous in the black light.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks fine. And don't overdo it.
Right, that's what I'm trying to tell him, and he wants to make the eyes red, but like red is great in black light if it's big, right? Yeah. But if it's small, it doesn't pop. It doesn't pop as good as like a green or a yellow or an orange would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to do lots of black light stuff back in the day, paintings and stuff like that.
Yeah, so like if you have like two small little red dots, they're not gonna really glow in the black light. But if you had like a big, like if it was a blood moon, say you wanted to make the moon a blood moon and make that big and red, that would pop, right? To the bigger the object that is red, the better the red works. The smaller, the less it works.
Well, it's the same way with any color, really. I mean, any color, the smaller the pixel, the less you're going to be able to see it, and especially in a black light where it kind of makes things a little fuzzy.
Right, it does.
And that's before you get fuzzy.
Right.
I can't decide if I'm hot or cold. I had to let the dog in. If I don't go to that door when this dog starts trying to come in, she'll rip it off the hinges. Big dog. Sorry about that. What were you saying, Max? Were you dissing on my artwork again?
No. We were just talking about the blacklight tapestries, and but I was saying, look, what I was trying to tell you is like when it comes to red, the red works when it's a bigger image. Like say we turned the moon red, like a blood red moon or something, that would pop. But like the two little eyes aren't gonna pop. You know what I mean?
Make the moon peach like you wanted.
Because that would entail me going back to the original colorist and having her redo it.
Whereas, you got to redo all the tertiary colors and the secondary colors.
Right. Whereas if I just because in the original drawing it's yellow, so if I just go in and lighten the yellow that's already there myself without needing the layers, I don't need all I don't know how many layers she has. But say she has 3 layers. I don't need all 3 layers. I could just take the final TIFF file, lighten the moon a little bit, and it'll actually contrast the green out a little bit. That happens in the black light. And it'll make Doc a little bit happier.
I'm just, I defer to you.
Yeah. So, and especially since we have the campaign a week away, might as well just do what the easiest fix is. Number one, and number two, again, I personally wouldn't change anything, but I don't want Doc to be.
No, I'm going to be fine.
To be as happy as possible as well. So I will lighten it for the original because this is just a proof copy. So for the main run, I will lighten the just for the tapestry file, that I sent to them for the final print run.
Mm-hmm.
I will lighten the yellow of the moon, and that should change the contrast a little bit on the final blacklight tapestry.
That'll wake.
For the Doc approach of me asking a question. Shut up, kid.
Oh my God!
I don't know you well enough yet, but trust me, when I do, I'll be a lot meaner than Doc will be.
Well, he's only 15, so I try to be nice to him.
I know. But
He's the
tadpole.
Yep.
I'm usually meaner than you anyway.
Kick him in the Jimmy.
Everybody's meaner than me, man. I'm the nicest guy you'll ever meet. It's a true story.
Kick you in the dick.
And then, Doc, I'm also thinking, though, just to keep the tapestries in line, like you see how we got the trading card, right? With the card border. I think I still want to do the logo the same way we did for the Golem and just put it at the bottom.
Yeah, put it in the bottom right.
Yeah, they need to be uniform all the way through.
Yeah, just to keep, for the trading card, this will look great. It'll look great next to the concept exclusive card because it'll have the card border, and everything. That's fine. But for the tapestries, especially if someone gets both and they're hanging on the wall next to each other, I think it would look weird if this one had the border and that one didn't. So
yeah, we're and people are getting to see how the sausage is made right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll put the logo at the border at the bottom, and
I think it's interesting having 2 publishers on at the same time. Hearing that feedback.
They should be fighting to get Doc to do his next book there.
Doc is free to do his next book wherever he'd like. We do the way I run things. It's a 1-book contract. So, come book 2, if he decides he wants to go over to Atrocity Press for Pariah book 2. No. I'm just saying.
Pariah is locked in for Dark Gift.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's how I run things.
My Gone with the Wind adaptation, on the other hand.
Yes. That's not something we would be interested in.
Okay,
wait,
Max, I'm going to need you
Gone
to just...
with the Wind enter public domain.
We sell tits and ass.
I think he was hoping to use you to leverage a better deal, Knox. I think that's where he was going with that.
Probably, but he would need to TNA it up a bit. You would have said my transition.
Hey,
where we got some real buxom women.
Yeah, Scarlet would look more like Elizabeth. Okay, just say
honestly. honestly, I think Doc has the best deal I've given anybody right now.
I do.
So,
And but I'm going to say this: the best compliment I have gotten on my book so far were two impromptu. One, I was nowhere near it. It was on Anthony's stream, and he just played the trailer. And somebody in the chat said, "Can't wait for that big titty witch."
oh yeah, that was just recently too. That was like last week or the week before. Yeah.
And then a couple of weeks ago, I guess Finn didn't even know I drew. He just knew me from around the little circuit here. And the trailer played, and I don't remember how that happened, but he goes, "Damn, man, who's the artist?" And I thought he was talking about the music, because I thought surely he knows I'm the guy that drew this, right? And I said, "Well, those are some old friends of mine, the band Damage, blah, blah, blah." And he goes, "No, who's the artist on the book?" I said, "Oh, that's me." And he goes, "Fuck, you can draw some sexy fucking women."
See, Doc, what you need to do is get a girl with a sword fighting some demons or something, and I can sell that.
Well, she doesn't use a sword, but I deliberately made her buxomy enough to where, like, she was gonna draw that attention no matter what, no matter where she went,
Yeah, but that's this story. That's Pariah. I'm talking about your next book.
I can draw anything.
Exactly.
What I really want to work on next, though, my ideal is two different tracks. One of them is there's not a sequel to Pariah, but there are two characters in the book that I want to do spin-offs for.
One shots.
So I'll do independent books for each of those, probably a 40-page for each of them. One is the Golem, the other one is the detective that you haven't met yet. But then also back in the 90s, I have trademarked, copyrighted, all the paperwork to go with it, an entire superhero universe of just old school ass kicking superheroes. And I kind of want to do some of that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Right now,
I found my old sketchbook from when I was in high school. With all my like character concepts and stuff. And I was like, man, I could bring this shit back. Like I could totally like rework these, and like. So that's in the plan, but that's going to be free because I want to do Broken, which is my supernatural horror book, right?
Right.
And this is how I figured I could tie it in and kind of make a universe without actually making this big announcement like I'm going to have a huge universe and all because like that's a lot of work to do. Like you have to plan out everything. If I just have like little connectors here and there, then it's like, oh, okay, so it is slightly connected. So I want to do Broken, supernatural universe, takes place a little bit in the future, right? Not too, like maybe 50 years in the future, nothing crazy, right? It's not like...
Right.
And in it, I'm going to introduce this one character, because one of my old character concepts were a group called the Dark... I forget what they were called, but I'm going to rename them the Darksiders after...
there you go. There you go.
After the chat for my channel, have most channels like they'll name their chat, because Dark after we call my chat the Darksiders. So I'm going to name it the Darksiders. It's this trio of monster hunters, basically, right? So I'm going to introduce him as an older version of himself, and then I'm going to branch off
to where your viewers can be the people that are drawn in as the
three guys.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
That way, you can get your viewership will go up. You'll have more people. You'll have more engagement on your videos because people will be voting in the comments.
Right. That's not a bad idea, Max. I think I might do that.
That was free.
I appreciate it. But I'm gonna definitely do that. Like I'm gonna introduce the one character, like he's the surviving member. At this point he's like in his 60s or 70s, and then I think how I'm gonna do it is to tell that story of those guys in their own book. It'll be him in that future setting, sitting down, telling the stories of the infamous Darksiders, and then that's how we'll talk about them. And then in that book, I can actually introduce one of the characters from the quote unquote superhero team that I had. And because they were supposed to be in the same universe. And then I can kind of branch off and do that.
Yeah.
So they'll all be kind of connected without actually having to run into each other. You know what I mean? So
Anthony, have you got a not to digress, but do you have the composite cover that Matt's coloring? We haven't shown that tonight, and I don't have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All that beautiful bean footage.
Let Max take a look at that and see what he thinks.
Do you want me to pull up the Clip Studio version so I can click on and off so they can see the difference?
Yeah, do that because the Golem definitely improved.
You know what my first piece of feedback while Mary Machine Gun 1 was?
What's that?
It's not terrible. but it was by the guy that runs Atomic Comics.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he hates everything.
He won't like it. He hates everything.
So,
hey Mikey, he likes it.
So he hates everything, and he said it wasn't terrible, and I was like, "Hey, score!"
But Max, I imagine you're a lot like I am. I don't give a damn about critiques.
Oh no, I don't care. I'm telling a story, and if people like the story, they can buy the story. If they don't like the story, they don't have to buy the story.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Capitalism, yay!
Exactly. All right, here we go. So, Max, this is the cover.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like that. It's going to be colored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll work well. That'll sell some books.
Well, this is how it did look. See, my Golem was just terrible.
Yeah, he's too small. I like the other one.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, that was a pain in the ass. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. You got to make it's all in service to the story.
But no, actually, you know what? Somebody was mentioning it to me. It was a good idea because I was like, "How are we going to sell the original art? Am I going to have to like literally cut this out like with an X-Acto knife and put it in there?" And somebody was like, "No, just sell the two pieces together." Yeah. You know, so it's basically whoever buys that tier will be getting two pieces of original artwork.
Yeah, and one of them is concept art.
Yeah, a terrible concept, but a concept.
I mean, it's concept art. It was the first. It was the first go. It didn't work.
I kept thinking, why can't I get the look I want? And then I realized, you know, that kind of man thing. He's got to have that huge hump on his back.
Yeah.
You know, the head's got to be much lower on the torso.
You had to go back to the Jack Kirby school of fucking drawing.
Yeah. You got to break the anatomy. You got to break it. You can't. You know,
it's a monster. It can have different anatomy.
Yeah, Rex.
As long as it makes sense.
Yeah, Rex said, you know, your swamp guy kind of looks like Zeus if he was a swamp monster, and that hurt my heart. I'm like, that's not what I'm going for here. So I went back to the drawing board.
Yeah, no, it came out really good. So yeah, so when we do that, that'll be up as whoever backs that is actually going to get two pieces of art
with my blessing.
So that's like you gotta sign up to get the card, right?
Yeah.
You sign up to get the original concept card. Then if you back, you get the Elizabeth card, which will also be one of the images for the Blacklight Tapestry.
All right, cool. Because I've signed up. So
cool beans.
Awesome.
And there are a shit ton of sketch cards too. I mean, I think you got six of them there. You got six of them.
I don't need sketch cards. I don't draw.
Yeah, I've got about six sketch cards now.
That's not funny, Max.
So what we can do.
Hey guys, it's dinner time for me, so I'm gonna pop out for a bit.
All right, Tadpole.
Tell your mom I said hi.
All right, small fry.
See you, buddy. I love that kid, man. He's got a great sense of humor. Unfortunately, Anthony, he's gonna be one of us.
Yeah, well, keep him over here where it's a little tamer. You bring him over by my channel, and That poor boy's gonna get corrupted.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, Max. I think you're right. That kid's he's on a path.
Just covering up the symptoms.
Yeah, yeah. I'm afraid you're right. He's headed down that road. Damn it! It's like, Mrs. Tadpole, we tried to save your kid from becoming one of us, but it was already too late. He's like, I'm 6'3", damn it. He's about 4 foot nothing. Oh my gosh. So,
I'm 6'4" and it sucks.
Are you really, Max?
Yeah.
Damn, man. I'm 6'2". There's not a lot. My ex-boss that I work for, we're still buddies. His name's Chris Moore. He actually played basketball in the European version of the NBA. Yep. He's right at 7 feet tall. I'm not used to looking up at people. You know?
I know. It really fucks with me. And it even fucks with me even harder when it's a woman.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, I was at Walmart one day and she was smoking hot. I mean, had just straight, long, brunette hair. Fucking makeup was immaculate. She fucking looked good. Had a black dress on. And she was just like in her heels, which they weren't stripper heels. They were just kind of regular heels, probably 3.5-inch heels. She was as tall as I was, so I was looking directly at her when I'm talking, because like we ended up talking about something, and I was looking directly at her, and I was like, I'm sorry, this is so weird, because not only am I not used to talking to people without having to look down at them, having a woman that's this tall is really fucking with me.
Now, did you check for an Adam's apple?
I did.
Did she say, "Hi, Max"?
Yep. No, but she looked good, and she was tall as shit.
No joke.
The other thing I was thinking, I was like, man, I wonder what that would be like to kiss somebody that you don't have to bend down to kiss them.
I don't know.
Because you always you got to bend down. You always got to bend down. Because every girl I've ever got married to for 10 years, they're all at least 10 inches shorter than me. Yeah, like number 3 was so petite that she could stand on the palm of my hand and I could hold her. She like her legs. She was all of like 90 pounds soaking wet. Teeny little thing. Doc likes them tiny. No, I like them big. That one was doomed from the start. Oh, I like some curves on a woman. Just saying. There you go, Doc. Here's the full image from that Kickstarter. Look at that cover. That's just badass. The dude draws like Steve Epting, who is my favorite current penciler. Yeah, I mean, Fabio is fucking amazing. His art is just... Ask him if he knows who Steve Epting is. I bet he does. Probably. Ooh, Dawn. No shit. That's a big bitch. That's a big bitch. But yeah, it's got Radu, and then Cleo is over here, and Christine's in the front. Now this is not Mary Machine Gun though. This is this is Human Hunters. Yeah. And I like how they made the buildings in the background look like a castle. Yes, that was badass. That was good. The whole composition just sings, man. That's great work. Yep. I like the roses as a motif in the foreground. Yep. Awesome. Very well done. He's good. He knows what he's doing. I'm impressed. We've got him locked in for a cover. Every time we put out a cover, he gets a cover. Nice. Nice. Oh, let me see. The tadpole's back. There he is. Travel size. What's up?
Well, that was a
I'm
quick
eating
eat.
burnt bacon.
You're eating burnt bacon? Bless your heart. Come on over here to the house, man. I'll cook you a good meal.
Did you say hi to your mom?
Max, go to your room.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I can always tell when Anthony's working on something, that's the look he has on his face. Always.
It's not even cool, man. You gotta like at least interact with your parents. Say hi. How you doing? How's your day been going? Even if you don't give a shit, they'll think you do, and they'll like you better.
So, Tadpole, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
As you munch on your burnt bacon, did you learn something from Rich today?
Yeah, I got my anatomy thing pinned up on the wall now.
Good man.
Like right
Good
in
man.
front on
Good
eye
man.
line of the desk.
Good man.
I learned today that Rich's boundaries are few and far between.
Yes. His filter is non-existent. You hadn't lived till you've been on a live stream where Rich gets up and shakes his ass and does a boogie. I'm just saying.
Yep. Dancing around.
Somebody's got to clip that. Somebody's got to clip that.
I could do it. I just got to download the whole video that pops uploaded.
Me too. Me too. Don says filters are over. I think rated, not related.
Over-related.
I got to trim my goatee up, man. I can't stand it to hang below my lip. I don't know how you do that, Max.
I don't like it either. It's just I haven't shaved, as you see.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Ever since I got out, I shave like once a week because shaving every day fucks my skin up.
Yep. Dude, man, the clippers. I just use my clippers. I don't even bother with shaving.
Yeah.
Just knock it down. Yeah, we can tell there, Tadpole.
Well, actually, I have to now because I look like a creep if I have like any facial. Nah, like I look like I'm going.
Ducking autocorrect.
Stood outside someone's window.
Yeah, listen, kid. Just saying. Don't get caught roaming around the neighborhoods, standing under the street lights at all
middle
hours.
of the night. Yep, right in the middle of the night. The police are going to stop you. They're going to see your little goatee. They're going to be like, God damn it, look at that wispy shit. This kid's a fucking peeper.
You can just hear the cops going, "Hey, Shaggy, where's Scooby?"
I was going to do the soul patch. I was bring the soul patch back.
Oh, I had the soul patch for years until COVID.
I got to get rid of mine. I can't stand it. I don't like this under my lip hanging out. It's got to go.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like right now, mine's like flipping up. I need to put some oil on it. But
yeah. So Max, if I was working for you,
yeah,
would you not only pay me but keep me supplied in ice cold Dr. Pepper?
Shit, I don't know, dude. Soda prices are fucking through the roof. I am a consumer of Coca-Cola, and I'm used to paying like $6 for a 12-pack, and now it's like $9 for a 12-pack.
Pepsi's better.
Or it's $12 for a fucking 24-pack. So that's the best way to go. Is the $12.50 for the 24-pack from Walmart.
I just go get Dr. Thunder. It's close enough. It's good. If it's cold, just saying.
Well, hey, I can keep you. I can keep you. I can afford Dr. Thunder.
You know what?
Sold.
You know what? A lot of the rip-off Dr. Peppers don't get.
What's that?
It is meant to taste like the chemicals and that taste that you find. It doesn't need to have. You aren't trying to make it taste like anything other than chemicals.
Well, Dr. Pepper's based on prune juice.
Look,
so
it's a warrior's drink.
So and then they took prune juice, added caffeine and a whole bunch of other flavors and shit to it.
Sarsaparilla, sassafras.
And then and then decided, okay, this is it. And you had one at 10 and at 2 and at 6, and it was supposed to be good for your health.
Absolutely.
Yeah, didn't that 115-year-old woman say her secret to long life?
Yeah, she said her doctor told her to quit drinking Dr. Pepper, and he died. Then her next doctor said the same thing, and he died. And then she outlived her third doctor, and she said, "What does he know?" That's right. That's right.
Okay, so note to self: Dr. Pepper is the fountain of youth.
It is the elixir of longevity. It is.
It's not the fountain of youth. You're not going to stay young.
But you'll just
live
exist
forever.
You'll just exist longer.
You'll be like Keith Richards.
Keith Richards longing for death every day. He wakes up and goes, "Damn it!"
You'll be like the scene of King. Never mind.
I saw a meme today with Keith. It was like had Keith Richards on it. It says, "Every time you smoke a cigarette, you lose a minute off your life, and it's given to fucking Keith Richards."
That's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I remember being that little smart ass young guy, Max, and a friend of mine said, "That's just shaving years off the end of your life." And I said, "Yeah, but those are the ones at the end, and they suck anyway."
Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't want to be pissing on myself.
But now I'm there, Max.
Yeah, I know. And you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, wow. Dawn, come on in.
Hi.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Tired. That's why I was like sick of looking at and trying to chat. I'm like, I'm just going to talk now.
Well, look, I'm glad you're here. This is our first time talking, so it's good to have you.
We've met before.
Doc's getting senile. You got to forgive him.
Oh yeah.
Shut up, Anthony. How did I end up running the show? Pops, where the hell are you?
I represent Michaela.
Oh, hi. Yes, I know you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dawn is good people, man. We had a good time.
If the doc says she's good people, and I have to.
All right, Max. Listen, I want to thank you for coming out today.
Mm-hmm. I've been lurking and stalking off and on.
Yep. Dawn, what do you think about our travel-sized edition, our mascot?
Our travel-sized what?
I was here more than Doc.
Our little travel-sized.
Oh, I didn't realize he changed his name to that. I kind of been, I'm old enough to be his grandma, but
Yeah, I could be his granddad. As a matter of fact, my grandkids are older than he is.
How old are your grandkids then?
I got an 18-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 16-year-old.
Okay, I'm 16 and
No, you're not. You're 15. You said you were 15. Were you lying?
I'm 16 in 10 days.
Oh, in 10 days. Okay. Well, okay. You're still younger
Wait,
than my youngest grandson.
You're a fibber.
Is that the 9?
You're a big fat fibber.
Hey.
He's a fibber.
I guess it's 9 days.
Well, happy birthday.
I'm counting this as a day still, like it's not.
See?
No.
See?
Wait. So when's your birthday?
The 8th.
Okay. Because mine's the 6th. That's why I had to ask.
Damn.
Now I can drive cars legally soon.
One of my friends, her birthday's on the 7th. So,
it's gonna be a busy week for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, happy birthday, Tadpole.
Yeah, you know what?
Might not see you before your birthday, so happy birthday to you, young man.
You want us to sing happy birthday for you?
No, that's not going to happen. We did that for Carissa, and it was a shit show.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's what makes it fun.
Wait, can we do the Chili's birthday song?
If I have to download and cut the clip, I'm clipping that one too.
Oh, Max. Max, get your forehead out of the camera.
It's my 5 head.
I'm losing
his hair. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
let me
he
clue you
has
in, Max. Let me clue you in.
and boom, it showed up on his
At
forehead.
42, I began to notice the receding, and I went, and I never looked back.
See, I was thinking about shaving my head and everything and just going straight cancer patient bald, but
dude,
I don't
if
think
you
I can
do
pull
it
it
early
off.
enough, you never age.
Yeah, but I don't think I can pull it off because I mean, basically, I'd be the bald guy with the beard is what I'd have to do.
You could pull it off. You could
Like as soon as my hair starts to thin, I'm just shaving it all off.
There you go. Listen. You'll be part of the big, the bad, the bald, and the beautiful. Just saying. Hell, Max could be our mascot at 6'4". Shit.
3.
I'm 6'4". Bam.
Yeah, Paint Size keeps trying to say he's 6'3".
I'm 6'3". I am.
Yeah, and I'm a flying freaking monkey. See the wings?
You're like 4'7" at the most.
Yeah.
If I wasn't only wearing like swim trunks and a shirt, I would just like.
You're not supposed to tell anybody what you're wearing if you're hiding behind an avatar. That's just not. It's not appropriate.
I would get like a measuring tape and just like get everything.
That's the only woman in this thing is hiding behind an avatar.
I'm not hiding behind an avatar. I'm just.
I am.
Yeah, you're breaking the rules. You got to be on camera.
That's true. If you're on a panel, you're supposed to be on the panel. Bending the rules for you, Dawn and Tadpole.
Well, I appreciate you bending the rules for me. God, it's been a long day.
Your avatar is so cute. How could I not?
Well, thank you. Isn't she adorable?
Just a gorgeous cat. I love it.
Listen, I can't be on camera for one reason. I don't have a flannel on. So
oh my god.
Oh well, Anthony's got enough plaid on for everybody. So
Kurt Cobain would be fucking sad, but he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
So Anthony,
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
When we sign out of here, hang around. I got to talk shop with you about 2 things that won't take more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So we are going to start wrapping the show up here. It has been CromCon number 33. I want to thank the panel for hanging out.
Already?
Yep. Tadpole, thank you. Dawn, thanks for coming out. You're always welcome, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Feel free to you close your blowhole when your adults are talking. Dawn, feel free, especially on my show, The Coffee Shop, on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pop in anytime. You're always welcome. Max,
I appreciate that.
Thank you for coming out, bro.
Yeah,
Max is part of the posse. We can put out the SOS and go, we need bodies and seats. And Max goes, poof, he's here.
That's right.
Even if he falls asleep in his chair, he's here.
Hey, I'm here. You better entertain my ass or I'm going to pass out.
We were trying, bro. We were trying. So I'm going to play some commercials to get us out of here. And we want to thank everybody. Man, what a great CromCon it's been. Let's play some commercials and let's get on out of here. I'm going to play. Look,
I've been here more than Doc.
Yes, you have. And you'll be on payroll getting the same pay I get starting tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, before we go, Doc.
Yeah.
Before we go to atrocitypress.com and play that trailer for.
I will.
For the Mary Machine Gun trade paperback.
Do this. Share your screen with me. Let me bring it up that way because I got so many windows open. Max, if I open another one, it's going to cause a rift in the space-time continuum. Thanos is going to come through and snap his fingers, and all kinds of bad shit will happen. I'm just saying.
I will.
There we go.
I will do it.
Roll that bean footage, bro. Oh.
We made it. It's only available on the website for now.
Yeah. Got to get that up on your YouTube channel, bro. Oh, you didn't share your sound.
I can't.
Oh, okay. just imagine some really kick-ass music going on right now.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on.
Yep, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. AtrocityPress.com. You can find all things Mary Machine Gun, Ninja Bimbos
versus zombies from deep space,
and human hunters. All from Atrocity Press. Also now on Antarctic. Anthony Romano, thanks for coming out. Publisher of Dark Gift Comics, writer, artist, musician, all around good guy. Don is the representative for our good friend who?
Michaela Jade.
Michaela Jade. And we'll be playing hers. But I was going to say, I'm jealous of RJ's little jingle here. I'm going to play it, but it's like, why can't I have that kind of coolness? And I said something to him. He said, well, you know, I hired this chick off of Fiverr. So here you go.
Your favorite podcast, it's Critical Blast.
But that's not a good jingle.
How do they know what my favorite podcast is?
Because they told you what it was. By the way, go sign up for Pariah Blood and Mud if you haven't done so yet. We're going live this Friday. Let's play this thing by this this rookie writer that's really made a splash in the world here.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked Border Patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marcos' attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
You know, I think this kid, Mike Barron's going to go places.
Yeah, I mean, he's all right, I guess.
He's going places. You know, another 30 years and he's going to be something. Just saying. Our old friend Brian Christgau has a little thing we like to call a 6-gun gorilla. I had to stop right there. That fucking ape just lit a cigar. That's enough to make you back the book right there. Here we go.
You know who made that video, Doc?
I don't have a clue, but it's great.
It certainly is.
Listen, and I stand corrected. You know, that ape wasn't lighting a cigar. That was a blunt. That ape was showing up on toke time, Anthony, is what I'm saying.
Well, he's 420 somewhere.
I have no idea what this one is. Let's take a peeky peek here.
Hello, my name is Sim, and welcome to the Netverse.
Well, I do know what it is now. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Sim, and welcome to the Netverse.
Ink Slayer.
I like the girl with green hair and the girl with pigtails. I can sell that book.
Right on. This is the one that really does it for me right here. That looks like a wonderful escape from reality. So with that, there's a bazillion commercials in here. I'm not going to play them all, but I gotta get us out of here, you guys. So on that note, I'm going to remind you of the words that the last words my ex-wife ever said to me.
Do me a favor, shut the fuck up.
And we're going to get out of here with this one.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. God bless.